Perfect.
Video and audio should be off.
Yeah, audio also should be off, ma'am. Thank you. All the best.
Thank you. A warm welcome to all the partners who have joined this smart session. It is our endeavor to provide quality training through this platform of smart session. And in this platform, we take the help of all the partners who have been very successful in their journeys with APC, and they share their best practices, and we are indebted to them for this kind of a sharing of best practice. We will learn from our own role models. So दोस्तों, हम लोग ये सेशन करते हैं ताकि हमारे जो रोल मॉडल होते हैं उन्हीं से हम लोग कुछ सीखें और उन्हीं से हम जानें, और ये बहुत बढ़िया प्लेटफॉर्म रहता है कि जो लोग अच्छा कर रहे हैं उनको मौका मिलता है दूसरों के साथ शेयर करने के लिए कि हम क्या करते हैं. So today we have a very fascinating story of a person who belongs to Chennai and has been one of our pioneers, our first few partners, who has become a CAP and has had a very good ride with us. Now she's also managing a DPO. So to take all these details and share all these details and more of these interesting facts, I would first like to invite the SBU head, ARS Srinivasan, to introduce Meena Madam. ARS, can you just come on board? Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, ARS. All yours.
Thank you. Good morning, team. It's a great privilege for me to be in this session to introduce one of the true contributor, leader of insurance industry. And I take a lot of privilege in introducing her in this session. And before I could tell something about her, let me tell the team that how our association started. Meena Madam, as far as I heard about her, like I joined the insurance industry in 2005 with a different insurer, and she also happened to be a part of that company. And she was advisor in Chennai, top advisor in Chennai, and I was working in the rest of Tamil Nadu area. When I had an opportunity, I have heard about her. I have met her a couple of times in conventions when I represented with the team. And when I moved to Chennai as a head of Tamil Nadu with my erstwhile employer, I happened to sit in the same branch where Meena Madam used to work as an advisor. I came to know through my team that she had left the field and she's not associated with the insurance industry, and she wanted to start a business of different products. I just made a call to her and introduced myself, and I told her, Madam, looking forward to work with you. I have come as a regional head for Tamil Nadu, and I happen to sit in the same branch where you are associated. Can you think of your association again? She said, Aras, are you calling me for an insurance industry? Again, a partner model? I am not interested. Sorry, I lost all my hopes. Enough is enough. I cannot. I tried to persuade her. She was not interested. She completely moved out of the partner model with that company. Then I just used a googly. Madam, I'm happy that you are getting into some new business. Do you think you will be able to earn 1 crore per month, 1 crore per annum in this business? She said, crore per annum? Are you joking? Are you kidding me? Is it possible in the partner model? No way. No, madam, I am interested in inviting you for association to build the team of that kind. If you can join us, it will be of a great support. She said, Aras, don't joke. Even if it is 25 lakhs income, I am ready to come if you guarantee me. I said, madam, if you are coming for a 25 lakhs, don't come. You have to come with the aspiration of earning 1 crore. She said, okay, let me find some time and come and meet you. Then post which I waited for her call, no response from that side. I repeatedly called her, twice, thrice. Then one day it was a do or die attempt for me, because we can't keep calling people for lifetime. I used another Googling. Madam, there are partners who are associated with you as an advisor, as a partner in this company, or coming for my session. I'm going to do a session on how to earn 1 crore from this partner model. And your ex-competitors are coming for the session. If can you be also a part of it? I just asked her and left it. And surprisingly, she came for that meeting with her husband. And she was there completely in the meet. And I had an opportunity to explain the nuances of the partner model, how recruit can be made effective, and what are the opportunities of HNI recruitments in this model. And because I really admired the kind of people we had at that point of time in that branch, because they were all professional advisors. Every one of them have sold more than 500,000 policies. And they had a huge customer database, especially HNI customer database. The problem with them was how they were not able to translate all the prospects into a business, like a partner model. In partner model, they were successful advisors. They were MDRTs. She was a 7 times MDRT. She was I think when I met her, she was a 4-time MDRT, and she became 3-time MDRT after coming here. And so that was the discussion, and we had a detailed call. Luckily for us, all the partners, whoever had come for that meet, Mr. Mohammed Nazar, Mrs. Mina, and few more people, they've attended the call, and we had a very, very fruitful discussions. And post which I invited them to a program which I have done in rest of Tamil Nadu, in Trichy. It was a Tamil Nadu partners meet on how to recruit VIP codes, how to build agency, and how to drive the compensation. And she was a part of it. And from that day onwards, till date, she is a 100% contributor to the team. Her profession, her everything, like entertainment or whatever she enjoys with the industry, with the field. And she went on to build a huge team. There are a lot of achievements she has made, and let me talk about it, because even if it is with the erstwhile employer, it is worth to mention. And when she joined us, she recruited a partner, the advisor, Dr. Arza Kumar, who contributed more than 4.5 crores of business for her in the last 8 to 9 years. And I don't want to explain how she recruited, what made her to recruit, and what are the challenges involved. I think I leave it to her to explain all that. But the moment she came back, she won the national award in the very first year itself as a PBA, that is a AAP category in our business. Okay, she won the national award in the partner model, and that boosted her confidence. And next year, she won the best partner award, qualified for Asia Pacific AIA conference, and there they met one of the leading MDRT creator. We always used to talk about a gentleman who created 100 MDRTs from his team, 81 MDRTs, 9 TOTs and 11 COTs. Okay, and his name is Terency, and they happened to meet them and conceived a lot of ideas and came back. And when we joined this organization, and she did not hesitate to follow the leadership of SBU team, and she joined along with the team here with all the managers, and she created a history in the very first year itself. Very first year of her joining in APC model. See, there are partners who learn from the model, but I would say that the model has learned from this partner, because in the very first month, very first year, we have begun our transactions. Though APC was started in the month of June, the transactions started in APC only from September. We did some small score, and from there, the last 6 months only we were able to contribute in 2012. And in 6 months' time, she was able to recruit 142 advisors, and she was able to do a business of about 1.84 crores in the very first year. Very first year, she did 1.84 crores, and she was the only qualifier as a partner to Mauritius, the convention which we had with the Tide. That was the first convention. Team from APC had an exposure to attend that, and she qualified for that convention. And from 2012 onwards, she has done a lot in this model, and she has created MDRT in the very first year itself, first MDRT, and she has achieved the direct CPA of 2.14 crores in the first year. Sorry, first year 2.14 crores, and recruited 700 advisors in 8 years. She has built a team of about 700 advisors in 8 years, created 81 L1 partners initially, from which 14 are active till now. As a CAP 14 MDRT in the year 2017-18, and 3 MDRTs in a direct team and 11 MDRTs from our indirect team. Created a vintage MDRT advisors 8 times in a row, and she has won Hall of Fame award for 3 times from Mr. Uday Kotak, and she has done about close to 15 crores of business till date from her inception. And this is about Meena Madam. And not only that, when we took an initiative of DPO, she was the first one to get into DPO, and she has invested huge money. In fact, we were not ready to send her to DPO because the investment was huge, but she had the courage to invest and start a business on her own. She always felt that the identity is needed for her, and she has to establish something unique in the field. And there are a lot to learn from the legend today. And and in fact, the team SBU, from all the managers, I can say that she is an excellent contributor, and she has been a source of inspiration for many partners. And I also invite Mr. Dayalan to say a few words and give a stage to her to start explain her journey of success. Thank you, Dayalan.
Yes, sir. I think good morning, everyone, and thank you very much, sir, for the wonderful introduction of Meena Madam. And I think, first of all, I would like to invite each and every one of you for this beautiful program. And this program is all about you can learn the APC model and the APC structure and APC, recruitment, and again achievement in high achievement in APC, and you can how to create leaders. Almost it's all about 360-degree of APC. That is where you are going to learn today. And I think this is definitely going to be a greatest platform for every individual to learn, to apply, to become a successful leader in this particular model. And talks about a few one word which I can describe about Meena Madam. She is a go-getter. So even in the last minute and last day, she used to be a performer. She used to in last day she used to bring 50 lakhs premium, 30 lakhs premium, and 25 lakhs premium. That is where she used to stand alone, apart from anybody. That is what the highest strength what she has gained. And again in the sales process, if you want to speak to any HNI, in a big HNI, how to understand the HNI and how to close the big premium, all that she is an expert in closing the high tickets business from all the HNIs. So that is what Meena Madam. I think I don't want to spend more time. I think Madam, wish you all the very best, and I think entire team is waiting for you. And the entire team is, entire team wants to learn many things from you because you have been in the system right from the inception, and even not even a single year you have just lost. Every year you used to do very big number, and you make everyone as a performer over joins with you, and you will be handholding every individual, and you are making everyone perform. That is what we have seen right from the day one, and wish you all the very best. And today I'm going to talk about the person who is going to be a translator, who's also been in the system for about 8 years, and about she joins here as a trainer, and now she has moved to sales. With her own interest, she has moved to sales, and today she is going to be a translator, Mrs. Amudavalli, who's going to give who's going to give very good translation on Hindi and English and even Tamil sometime. So that is where she is going to do. And Amudavalli, wish you all the very best, and have a great day for every individual. So Amudavalli, Meena Venkatakrishna madam, please you can start now. So wish you all the very best, madam. Wish you all the best, Amudavalli. Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome, madam. Welcome, madam. Madam, you can start.
So, Amita madam is on mute.
Amudavalli, madam. Amuda, madam.
Amuda, just check your audio. Meena madam, you can start.
Madam, you can start. Meantime, she will join. Don't worry.
Thank you, Dylan sir. Wholehearted thanks to Yara sir for the introduction. This is very big for me. The introduction itself is very big, and it has taken me all these 20 years back, I should say. So, good morning, APC. I'm happy to be here this minute, this day, getting connected with you all through Zoom, the digital platform. And that too, this is a very big, great privilege for me to meet all advisors and partners at pan-India level. From a very humble and a mediocre beginning as an advisor in the year 2001 to then as an MDRT and to whatever the world knows of me today. As a CAP and as a DPO leader, I would like to dedicate all this for that one person who brought out the potential in me. I never understood myself. I only had a blind search, I should say. And I always wanted to be cut above others. I never wanted to be one among the folk. That was my nature. But it was that one person, my Guru Mr. A.R. Srinivasan, our SBU head. I would be thankful and grateful to him for giving me this opportunity to live the life of a leader and seeing your own success, seeing my success by hand-holding others. That is the greatest part in our model, and taking this business to develop people. So all my contributions and how it started, all that was very nicely told by sir. But again, I would take this opportunity to thank, I was only as an individual performer, of course, I was very successful right from the beginning. But when it came to a partner, I have a whole set of my team members and my managers, starting from Dylan sir, to my first manager, Mr. Vishwanathan, Mr. Shanmugam, Mr. Nagaraj, our VP now, Mr. Sivaram Krishnan, and Mr. Nizar, Mr. Newton, who played a major role in my DPO role, and Mr. Gopal, Mr. Prem, and Mr. Nijandan of the list will go on and on and on. I have been privileged. I have got the support of everyone, support of everyone. I've got the support of everyone, and it was not favoritism, I should say, but it was the real reward for the work that I was doing, for the efforts that I was putting in. So today, CAP, DPO leader, all this started from the aspirations which I had 20 years back. I still remember having a kid of 3 years old. I was yearning to create an identity for myself. Though I had a comfortable lifestyle then, but still I wanted to have a self-identity, and it was with that thought, it was with that thought that like I was searching for doing something, but I won't say that I attended any interviews or had any thought of going for any office job, nothing like that. But something I thought I should be doing something. I should be successful. I wanted to prove myself, things like that. I'm not even giving the right words now. So from there on, I still remember today the work that we do came in my life 20 years back. That is, I happened to see a full page advertisement of a brand, a very popular brand, and I was not even aware of it. It was a double name, and one part of the name, of course, I knew, but the other part of the name, even of the brand name, I didn't know what it was. So it was actually, no, I just saw the advertisement, and from there I went on to really know what it is. So I didn't have a resume at that time. Will you believe if I say I didn't have a resume at that time? I remember making a handwritten resume and then going in for then I think I faxed the resume. I remember faxing it, and I got a call. They're inviting me, they were telling something about a career orientation program. So career orientation program was, that phrase was something new to me. I've never heard of any career orientation program. Today, COP is the oxygen. Today, it is COP, career orientation program. And I remember the very first COP that I attended while entering this industry, conducted by Mr. Vincent Vasudevan then, and from there it all started. I'm talking about like it is 2001. When I reminisce about my journey all these years, I should say it has been very interesting. I think I have enjoyed all the challenges. I have had enough of struggles, but I think I enjoyed everything. That is why it became my passion, and today I'm here. Whatever achievements I have done, it was all because it became my passion. I had a great, thought about creating an identity. I told you. So that was how when I joined this industry, first thing when I came to know after the COP and all, they were telling about training period and all that. You know something? The training used to be for 35 days. The training used to be for 35 days, and now it is only 6 days training. It is 35 days, and as a mother of a kid, the first challenge itself was, who will take care of my child when I go for a training? So I had to convince my mother to come down, stay with me in my place, to take care of my child. I remember that day so well. So that I was able to complete my IRDA training, and then post the exams, it was the graduation ceremony. I remember the graduation ceremony. It was in an Israel brand, and I remember the graduation ceremony. I qualified with 4 NOPs with the least small premiums because we were entitled for a stipend then. Yes, you get activated on the graduation day, like you are entitled for a stipend, and that was the motivation for me to begin business. It was in August 2001, and then I remember doing only after, without even knowing what was the exact nature of work that I'm going to do. Only I went in for the training, and later I understood that whatever I was trained, whatever I was taught, I need to take it to the field. I have to practically apply it, so that only that through that I have to convince people and solicit business. So that is sales. Sales was something very new to me. It was something very new to me. If somebody had told that I will be excelling in sales, I wouldn't have believed it myself, because that I never had any thought about sales at all. So it was only 2,000 rupees of annual premium, that too collected on a quarterly premiums of 500 rupees. Anyone who had 500 rupees used to be my customer. That's how I started. It was 15-year ROP. All those are there, fresh memories, evergreen memories. I remember the products that I initially focused on, and those 500 rupees of premium on a quarterly basis. Now from there it all started. I went on to do more bigger thousands and then lakhs and lakhs of premium. It went on to collecting even 50 lakhs of regular premium checks, convincing customers for a yearly payment of premium payment of 50 lakhs per annum. I got qualified for all international conventions because the motivation levels were very high. The standards of training was very high. And it was God's blessing. I got an opportunity to represent the country in Asia Pacific meet conducted by AIA. And by doing my MDRT, the moment I heard about MDRT, I felt that it is a very big pride, it's a global honor, and I wanted to own that pride. I felt that I should be there. That is going to be my identity. So I remember the very first MDRT performance of mine, where I got qualified every year as an MDRT. I got qualified on earned commissions. It was not through premiums, it was through earned commissions. And the first commission, MDRT commission earned was 5.25 lakhs I achieved. From there, I went on as an advisor. The highest income went on to 13.82 lakhs, if I'm right, in a year. So all my glories were as an advisor, as an individual performer in sales. But then, in 2003 itself, I was given this opportunity to become a business associate. That is the designation in that STL company, but that is a partner role, to recruit people and to maintain a team, to handle people and all. But frankly, I would like to say, very honestly, I would say that I never knew how to recruit. I was clueless as to what was recruitment, what to tell people, whom to recruit, how to recruit, from where to recruit. Nothing. I knew nothing. And it was a very big struggle as a partner. There we had to maintain a team of, retain a team of 20 advisors at least in our direct team. That was the biggest challenge. And there was a lot of struggle. Would you believe if I say I just went on to, they had the Janata telecalling and all, and we used to, take people, paying 1,000 rupees per application, like that only initially. So today I've been introduced in a very big way, but my start was very humble, and I was struggling. I was not successful as a leader. I didn't know the role of a leader. Initially, I didn't understand what is it to be a leader. So that's all. And later, maybe I will come to the later part of my journey. And Anuda ma'am, I think
Thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing your journey in this insurance industry. ये इन मैडम के शुरुआत के दिनों इंश्योरेंस इंडस्ट्री में इनका जर्नी कैसे शुरू हुआ और कैसे रहा, ये मैडम शेयर कर रही थी, वो मैं अभी आपके साथ शेयर करूंगी. मैडम की शादी के बाद एक कंफर्टेबल लाइफस्टाइल में मैडम जी रही थी. तब उनका एक 3 साल का बच्चा था, तो उसी में उनका सारा दिन निकल जाता था. मगर उनके अंदर एक बर्निंग डिजायर था, एक आग थी जो वो अपने आप कुछ करके दिखाना चाहती थी. एक सेल्फ आइडेंटिटी की एक प्यास थी उनमें. तो उनमें कुछ अधूरापन लग रहा था कि वो घर में बैठी हैं और कुछ नहीं कर रही हैं. उन्हीं दिनों में उन्हें एक अपॉर्चुनिटी आया इंश्योरेंस इंडस्ट्री में काम करने का. बट उनके अंदर एक दुविधा थी कि बच्चे को घर में रख के वो कैसे काम को जाया जाए, क्योंकि ट्रेनिंग उन दिनों 30 डेज का हुआ करता था. तो मैडम ने अपनी माँ को कन्विंस किया कि वो घर में आए और बच्चे की देखभाल करें ताकि वो काम शुरू कर सकें. तो उन्होंने इंश्योरेंस इंडस्ट्री 2001 में शुरू किया और वहां पे ट्रेनिंग अटेंड किया और थोड़ा थोड़ा नॉलेज गेन किया. और पहले तो उनको इनिशियली बहुत सारी स्ट्रगल्स को फेस करना पड़ा। फिर धीरे धीरे उन्होंने 500 रुपए का पॉलिसी, 1000 रुपीज का पॉलिसी, ऐसे ही थोड़ा थोड़ा करके वो आगे बढ़ती गई और उनको पर इतना उनको लक ने उन्हें फेवर किया कि वो कहाँ 500 से 50 लाख के प्रीमियम तक वो आगे बढ़ती गई और उनका इनकम भी 1 लाख से 2 लाख से 14 लाख तक भी उनका इनकम बढ़ता ही गया। तो मैडम ये कहना चाहते हैं कि उन्होंने स्लोली धीरे धीरे ये बिजनेस को समझा और बहुत सारी स्ट्रगल्स के बाद धीरे धीरे ये आगे बढ़ी और मैडम ने बहुत सारे इंटरनेशनल कन्वेंशंस में भी भाग लिया और वो एज एडवाइजर बहुत ही सक्सेसफुल थी और उन्होंने अपना MDRT भी 2004 में कंप्लीट किया। वो बहुत ही प्राइड की बात थी। मैडम ने MDRT को एक बहुत गर्व का मेडल समझा था और मैडम फोकसली MDRT की तरफ ही काम किया करती थी। तो मैडम ने कहा कि उनको जब ये अपने एडवाइजर रोल में ही बहुत सक्सेसफुल होती जा रही थी तो उनके पिछले कंपनी में 2003 में उनको ये पार्टनर का रोल ऑफर किया गया, बट मैडम उसमें सक्सेसफुल नहीं हुई क्योंकि उन्हें रिक्रूटमेंट कैसे करते हैं, कहाँ करते हैं, क्यों करना है, कैसे टीम को चलाना है, ये सब मैडम को मालूम नहीं था। तो वो मैडम उसमें फेल हुई और वो उन्होंने एग्जीक्यूटिव एडवाइजर का रोल ही बहुत चाह से करती गई और MDRT पर MDRT बनती गई और एशिया पैसिफिक करके एक बहुत बड़े कन्वेंशन में उन्होंने रिप्रेजेंट किया इंडिया को। सो वो बहुत गर्व की बात थी, मगर उनको एक अंदर कमी थी कि उन्होंने वो लीडरशिप रोल में वो सक्सेसफुल नहीं हुई करके। मगर 2010 में उनको एक अपॉर्चुनिटी मिला जहाँ पे तिरची में एक वर्कशॉप ऑर्गेनाइज किया गया था। वो हमारे SBU ARS सर का एक वर्कशॉप था जहाँ से उनको ये सीख मिली कि HNI डॉक्टर्स को, चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट्स को कैसे रिक्रूट किया जा सकता है करके। और उस वर्कशॉप को अटेंड करने के बाद मैडम का सारा पूरी जिंदगी जैसे बदल ही गई क्योंकि वहां से उनकी सक्सेस जर्नी एज ए पार्टनर भी शुरू हो गई। और फिर मैडम ने जब SBO ARS सर ने कोटक ज्वाइन किया तब मैडम ने भी ज्वाइन किया और वहां से उनकी जर्नी कोटक में एज अ बिग पार्टनर शुरू हुई, एक बिग टीम के साथ और बहुत सारे अवार्ड्स और रिवॉर्ड्स और एक्युलेशंस और कन्वेंशंस में मैडम ने भाग लिया। Yes, ma'am. That was a wonderful journey of yours, ma'am. Now, moving on to the second question, ma'am. Ma'am, can you please share your learnings about the leadership role? Ma'am, leadership में या नेतृत्व के रोल में आपकी शुरुआत कैसे थी और आपकी उस learnings उसमें कैसे थी, madam?
Yeah. Amrita ma'am, actually, even the learnings about the leadership role, like first thing I would like to say a few words about the Trichy workshop, the Trichy meet, which transformed my life. Because recruiting people, as I told you, was the biggest challenge, and truly speaking, I didn't know how to recruit people. And I was very lucky in 2010 when ARF sir called me. And the way he told, no, it was all true. Like, when he called me first, no, like, I didn't go and meet him. He kept on calling me twice or thrice, I remember, and I didn't go and meet him at all. And I said, okay, if it is for 25 lakhs income per annum, maybe I'll be interested. And sir told me it is for a 1 crore income per annum. If you are interested, ma'am, please be a part of the meeting. And then I thought, okay, there is something in it. So I went there because ARS's pitch, no, like that day I remember, he was talking about the income potential as a partner. And he told very clearly, you know, that you did not understand the model. That is why you were not successful as a leader. So from then on it started, and I was invited to a workshop in Trichy. The workshop itself was about how to recruit the HNI category, HNI segment. I still remember the people who were there, and today they are all in very big levels in management. But then it was the beginning of the pensioners' CO therapies and these VIP codings and all that. So I got inspired by the way Mr. Naranapillai was explaining about how he recruited an advisor and all. Imagine like going to the saloon and meeting only there they got the time to speak to the doctor. It was a very popular doctor, very busy doctor, and how they recruited him, how they made him an MDRT and all that. So I got it really inspired, and the way we were treated, we were just 6 of us invited from Chennai to the Trichy meet. And the way we were, introduced, and we went there for a learning, but there, Yara sir actually honored us by giving us a trophy and also whatever. I should say I haven't done anything for the earlier performances, whatever it was, and for being part of the meet itself, we were awarded. So all the overall experience, I will cherish that day throughout my lifetime. So once I came back, it was 360 kilometers away from my hometown, and it was midnight by the time we came back. While coming back itself, all the 6 of us, we were discussing, how to apply whatever we have listened, we have heard. We have heard it. I won't even say we learned everything, nothing. We have just heard about some new methodologies about recruiting high net worth individuals. So very next day, morning around 9 o'clock itself, I got ready and I wanted to go meet a person whom I know, our family doctor. And I should say something here. When I joined this industry, there was not any appreciation from the appreciation or encouragement, I would say, encouragement from my family, because my parents were worried. As a lady, this work involves you have to be moving out a lot. How will you do? So there was not much of encouragement from the family. So right from the beginning, I got trained in the telecalling workshops and all, and I was very good at meeting strangers. It was all cold calls. All my performances were on cold calls. I was very comfortable talking to strangers. So the same here, and in a span of around 10 years time, I had solicited and sourced business customers to the tune of 1,500 customers in 10 years. 9.5 to 10 years, it was 1,500 customers as an advisor. So now, when I learned this VIP coding and recruiting high net worth individuals, I realized I had enough of high net worth individuals as customers. I was very comfortable providing service to them. And I had a very, very good rapport with my customers. So the very next day I started, after this workshop, first I met my family doctor, Dr. Arsakumar. I should thank him throughout my life because it is because of the understanding. See, I took something new, learning whatever I had, I took it to him, and because he was able to understand and he cooperated and he supported, only because of his support, I got recognized as a leader. I was born as a leader, I should say. And I remember the very first application for my advisor. He agreed to join my team as an advisor. And it was at 9:30 in the night that I collected 24 hours after the Trichy meet. I collected my first NAF, that's a PHF. The first PHF I collected was 24 hours after this meeting. Why I'm mentioning this is, see, we have n number of training sessions, n number of meetings and all. So what I did was, what became successful for me was, whatever I attended, I immediately applied and I was able to implement it immediately. So it is because of that, I was able to become successful. I immediately identified a person only because I tried doing whatever I had heard of just one day earlier. So from there on, I went to recruit. After this doctor, it was a chartered accountant, then an NRI and business owner and retired managing director from a government department and retired banker and all. And with a handful of just a small class team of just 6 people, six members. With their contribution, I was able to bag the national award as a PB, at the AAP level. So I should thank all those people, for though I put in the wholehearted effort, it was the cooperation extended from my team members that took me to this level.
That's amazing, ma'am. That's amazing. So, Madam was sharing her challenges in recruiting people and new birth of ma'am in this HNA recruitment. So, ma'am, हमारे साथ ये share कर रही थी.
Shubhashish, you'll have to be a little louder, please.
Yeah, am I louder now?
Better.
सो मैडम हमारे साथ अपने रिक्रूटमेंट के चैलेंजेस के बारे में शेयर कर रही थी और उसमें उन्होंने कैसे सक्सेस हासिल किया उसके बारे में शेयर कर रही थी. तो जैसे मैंने बताया, जब उन्होंने 1 डे वर्कशॉप एट तिरुचि में जब वो अटेंड किया, तब उनकी आंखें खुली कि कैसे हम HNA रिक्रूटमेंट कर सकते हैं करके, क्योंकि वहां पे उनको बहुत कुछ सीख मिला. वहां पे वो जब गए थे तो उनको ट्रॉफी सब मिली. तो जब उन्होंने सोचा कि मैंने कुछ भी नहीं किया, मुझे इतने मेरे अर्लियर परफॉर्मेंस के लिए दे रहे हैं, तो मैडम बहुत खुश हुई और उन्हें बहुत मोटिवेशन मिला. और वहां पे उन्होंने सीखा कैसे रिक्रूट किया जाता है, किसे रिक्रूट कर सकते हैं, जैसे कि HNI कस्टमर्स को कैसे रिक्रूट किया जाए, HNI प्रोफाइल्स को कैसे रिक्रूट किया जाए. तो मैडम बहुत एनकरेज थी, बट उनकी फैमिली की साइड से कुछ सपोर्ट नहीं मिला उन्हें, क्योंकि वो बहुत डिस्करेजिंग थे, क्योंकि इसमें टाइम का कुछ ख्याल नहीं रहता है और उन्हें बहुत हार्ड वर्क करना पड़ता है. मगर मैडम ने अपना हौसला नहीं छोड़ा और उन्होंने अपना रिक्रूटमेंट शुरू कर दिया. और जस्ट 24 आवर्स के उन्होंने जो वर्कशॉप अटेंड किया था, उसके बाद ही उन्होंने अपने फैमिली डॉक्टर के साथ एक अपॉइंटमेंट फिक्स किया और उन्होंने उनको पिच किया. तब रात के 9:30 बज गए थे. तो वो वहां बैठी हुई थी, वो सेल्स एग्जीक्यूटिव की तरह बैठी हुई थी, मेडिकल रेप्स की तरह, और 9:30 तक उन्होंने डॉक्टर का इंतजार किया. उन डॉक्टर का नाम था अरस कुमार. तो उनके साथ उन्होंने ये शेयर किया, ये रोल जो भी है HNA रिक्रूटमेंट का और हमारा APC में जो अपॉर्चुनिटी है. तो सर बहुत इम्प्रेस हुए, वो ऑलरेडी उनके कस्टमर भी रह चुके हैं. तो वो इस अपॉर्चुनिटी से बहुत खुश हुए और उन्होंने ज्वाइन किया मैडम के साथ, मैडम की टीम में. इस बात ने मैडम का हौसला बहुत बढ़ाया और उन्होंने चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट और भी डॉक्टर्स और बहुत सारे HNA कस्टमर से भी उन्होंने ये रिक्रूटमेंट पिच शेयर किया और उनको रिक्रूट किया. उसके बाद ऐसे चलते चलते मैडम कह रही थी कि ड्यूरिंग ए पीरियड ऑफ 10 years मैडम ने 1500 कस्टमर्स को सोर्स कर लिया था और सारे के सारे कोल्ड कॉल्स, नए कस्टमर्स ऐसे थे. मैडम का इंटरेस्ट ज्यादा कोल्ड कॉलिंग और स्ट्रेंजर्स से मिलना उन्हें पसंद था और वैसे ही वो बहुत सक्सेसफुल हो रही थी. तो मैडम का ये कहना है कि जब वो जो तिरछी में जो वर्कशॉप हुआ, उससे कंप्लीट ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन के कारण मैडम ने बहुत अच्छे HNI रिक्रूटमेंट्स किए और अपने टीम के साथ बहुत बड़े बड़े नेशनल कन्वेंशंस में उन्होंने भाग लिया. एंड शी इज वेरी थैंकफुल कि उनके टीम ने उनको इतना सपोर्ट करके इतना आगे बढ़ाया. तो ये रहा उनका रिक्रूटमेंट लीडरशिप रोल के बारे में कुछ लर्निंग्स जो उन्होंने शेयर की हैं. नाउ हम दूसरे क्वेश्चन पर चलते हैं. We'll move on to the third question, ma'am. मैडम, MDRT लक्ष्य की प्रेरणा आपको कैसे मिली? What motivated to aim for MDRT, ma'am?
Yeah, actually, the first time I heard about MDRT was in our IRDA session itself. As an advisor, when I was getting trained in the IRDA session, we had a person, an MDRT, come as a guest speaker, addressing our batch. From the first time I heard about it, was global experience. I just wanted to own that pride. Because by nature, I never wanted to be one among the folk I mentioned earlier. And I was always being a cut above others. I realized that by being an MDRT, by doing this performance, I will be very different from others, not as a normal person. So that was the first. When I heard about MDRT itself, I felt I should be owning that pride. It was not normal sales alone. It was more than that. It was the biggest recognition a person should get. So it is not an advice, but I would like to tell all leaders and partners, advisors here to take pride in what they do. So I had that pride. I always have that pride. I proudly call myself as an advisor. So first thing is we have to be successful as an advisor, because as an advisor we are able to help people in fulfilling the financial commitments, and that's the noblest role. And we have an opportunity. So we have, as an advisor, we have done the best thing. We have chosen the role as an advisor. Now, what is it that we have to do? So we have to be into sales. So that is what. When I heard someone speak about MDRT, when I came to know about MDRT, that became an inspiration. And instantly, she was also a lady. So from there, my inspiration started and it went on. So that's how I wanted to be an MDRT. And the income part was a very attraction then. It was 5.25 lakhs in a calendar year for the MDRT. That is a commission earned. So that's how it's.
ग्रेट मैम. तो मैडम को ये लक्ष्य एमडीआरटी की प्रेरणा तब मिली जब उन्होंने एक और एमडीआरटी की स्पीच सुनी कि एमडीआरटी का भूत उन पर चढ़ गया और उन्होंने सोचा कि एक प्राइड का मैटर है कि मुझे भी अचीव करना है एमडीआरटी. तो मैडम हर चीज में अलग से हटके दिखना चाहती थी और उन्हें हर चीज अचीव करने की बहुत आशा थी और मैडम चाहती थी कि वो एमडीआरटी को श्योरली अचीव करें. वो बहुत इंस्पायर हुई ये एमडीआरटी के रोल से लेके और उनका जो इनकम भी था एमडीआरटी बनने से उन्हें 5.5 लाख का जो इनकम मिलता वो भी उन्होंने को बहुत इंस्पायरिंग लगा और उन्हें को लगा कि जो भी हाईएस्ट अचीवमेंट है लाइफ इंश्योरेंस इंडस्ट्री में उसे मुझे जरूर हासिल करना है. बिकॉज वो कभी भी लोअर मोटिवेशन से कभी खुश नहीं थी. उन्हें हाईएस्ट रोल्स, हाईएस्ट अचीवमेंट्स और हाईएस्ट रिवार्ड्स ही उन्हें बहुत पसंद थे. तो ऐसे ही उनको ये प्रेरणा मिली एमडीआरटी की और उन्होंने उसे अचीव भी किया. मैम, मूविंग ऑन टू द अनदर क्वेश्चन मैम, हर साल एमडीआरटी बनने के लिए रोज क्या-क्या अनुशासन या डिसिप्लिन आपको फॉलो करना चाहिए मैम? What are the daily disciplines to become NDRT year on year?
Yeah, the disciplines, if you ask me, I would say whatever I practice, okay? I don't want to advise anyone, but whatever worked out well for me, I believe that it will work out well for others also. So the first thing is, again, when you take pride in what you do, then you will find all the time to invest into it. And the next thing is you will gain knowledge. Only when you put in enough time, okay, into your work, you can gain enough knowledge. And that knowledge about the industry, about the products, about the process, only that will give you the confidence. So when you meet a person, customer, the person will assess you. So our prospects, from suspect to prospect and from prospect to customer, the person will assess you by the way you speak. So I will say that when you have enough of knowledge only, you will feel confident of speaking about it. You have to get convinced with something only then. So all this, and the main point is that normally I see advisors they come with great aspirations and then they get diluted, they get carried away by the common talk and distractions and all that. I would say that you have to focus on the business that you do instead of having a wavering mindset. If you have taken something, MDRT is like a project. If you have taken it, then you have to complete it. And you have to learn the ways of doing it, the methodology of doing it. So for that, I would say that you need to have prospecting is the main thing. So you need to have more and more of prospects. So prospect regularly. And to do all this, one more thing, this I would say is the main discipline. That normally as an advisor, any person would say, I am speaking to people. Yeah, every day I will make some 5-10 calls and all. I have some few numbers. I can speak to people. I will be at home. Don't think I'm at home only. I am working. I am calling people. No. So if you have to take it from me, I will say be in office. Forgive me for saying this during a pandemic. What I meant is, if you can learn a lot from the environment itself will teach you how to work. Okay, so when you are into the office, you will get into that proper way of doing your work. Even if you have only 10 numbers in hand, you feel that, okay, I'm just going to call 10 people, maybe I'm going to fix appointments. Why should I go to office? Don't have that thought. Okay, once you are in office, that is how I learned. Once you are in office, you really get that feel of working and do your work to the best level. The environment itself supports you, and you can do the work to the best level, and you can fix up appointments. So being in office is one of the disciplines that I would say. And sticking on to only one work that you do, not doing too many things at a time, sticking on to this only one work. And if you are really particular about this Pride MDRT, $1 million roundtable membership, then you need to stay focused. It is the only thing in the world. You will not know what is happening in the outside world. So you, like horses have blinkers, you need to stay focused in what you do. So it is focus in the sense, you need to have more prospects to meet, you need to meet more customers, you need to understand the customer's need and pitch in our products. Take the suitable product to the customer's need. So when it is a need-based selling also, immediately the sale will close and it results in business collection. The sale will close and you can collect business and you can achieve your target or your destination MDRT very fast. So year on year, if you have to do that, till today, I have only one work to do. It is only, I am an insurance professional, and today I am a partner also. So the sales, insurance sales and recruitment, it is only this that I know, only this that I do, nothing else.
That's great, मैम. So, मैडम ने एक गर्व के साथ MDRT को एक प्रोजेक्ट की तरह लिया और उन्होंने इस बिजनेस में फोकस किया कि वो MDRT बनकर ही रहेंगी और वो एक एडवाइस की तरह नहीं, वो बता रही हैं कि उन्होंने इसे कैसे अचीव किया. वो कहते हैं कि उन्होंने अपने माइंड को हर जगह पे डिफरेंट थिंग्स में अपना माइंड लगाया नहीं, सिर्फ उन्होंने करंट बिजनेस में फोकस किया और उन्होंने बहुत सारा टाइम नॉलेज गेन करने में और सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस गेन करने में लगाया. और वो कहती हैं कि वो प्रोस्पेक्टिंग रेगुलरली करते हैं और कस्टमर को नीड बेस्ड सेलिंग करते हैं. बहुत सारे प्रोडक्ट्स कस्टमर के नीड के हिसाब से वो कस्टमर को देती हैं और वो बिलीव करती हैं कि ऑफिस को रोज आने से भी प्रोडक्टिविटी इंप्रूव होता है. ऑफिस से काम करने से हमारा फोकस ज्यादा बना रहता है. तो ऐसे डिसिप्लिन्स को फॉलो करना चाहिए कि आप सिर्फ आपका फोकस एक ही थिंग में, हमारे बिजनेस के ऊपर फोकस रहे और नॉलेज गेन करने के लिए टाइम को आपको स्पेंड करना है. इस इंडस्ट्री नॉलेज, कॉम्पिटिटर नॉलेज के बारे में भी आपको जानकारी रखनी है और आपको प्रोस्पेक्टिंग रेगुलरली करना है और ऑफिस को रोज आना है. So that was great disciplines you followed, Meena ma'am. Moving on to the next question. दूसरे प्रश्न की तरफ चलते हैं. एक एडवाइजर कॉमनली क्या-क्या गलतियां करता है जो MDRT बनने की राह में अड़चने पैदा करता है? What are the common mistakes done by an advisor which is a roadblock for MDRT?
Yeah, when you ask me about roadblocks, particularly amongst advisors, when they have few references, when they meet a few people itself, they feel that the work is done. They expect instant results, but that is normal. Even I was like that initially, but then I understood, I have to increase the prospects. I have to meet more people to be more successful. And so I would, if you ask me to tell anybody, then I would say don't do that, because I gave almost so many years of my life in understanding all this, but now we have everything ready-made, so it will be helpful for people. First thing is increase your prospects, have more and more prospects, and remove that self-imposed doubts. Tell your income, your near and dear ones, and the next family circle and your friend circle and even your neighbors. Make your contacts know that you are into this business. Let everyone know that you are into this business. We have had enough of life stories where it is within the family itself, somebody else would have collected a big premium because the person did not tell that he or she was into this business. Where the close kith and kin or the close family member itself would have invested with somebody else. Such things have happened. So it is our own self-imposed doubts that we have. Yeah, I know this person, he's a very good person. Is he going to invest in insurance? I don't think so. So how can I go and tell him to invest in insurance? Don't have that kind of doubts. It is all self-imposed doubts. It will ruin you. No, just go talk to people. Inform as many people as possible that you are into this business. So that itself will actually gain you lots of confidence and it will give you lots of references also. So more of prospects. And then I would say when we are being self-dependent, okay, as an independent person, then we will be able to do our work in a better way. Yes, so instead of relying on the support system, instead of expecting others, but just giving references for our upline people, in the support system we have partners and managers to do the work. Instead of relying too much on them, I would say that if we ourselves take ownership and we ourselves get into the work, knowing the process, knowing how to speak, doing objection handling, convincing customers, and even being thorough with the login process, all that, all the critical business parameters, if we are thorough with all that, if we are independently performing and we have the patience to wait for the results to come, then everyone can be successful. So there is no instant success. You definitely have to give time for it. And one more point I would like to say, just one point I would like to say, when any advisor gets initially successful, after that, there is a lethargy sets in and there is a lot of gap and they get stagnated. That shouldn't happen. When one business happens, you should go on with the same pace, with the same speed. You need to go on continuing doing your work. So only that will, normally take you. So normally the mistake made is that, when we collect unexpectedly one big check comes in, let me feel that, okay, we have done something really great or really big. And after that, there is no prospecting and we take some time, we relax and that relaxation leads to complete stagnation. So that is one common mistake everyone does. So even I have done it and I learned from my mistakes. So that is why I am mentioning here for others not to do it.
That's great, ma'am. So advisors को अपना prospects increase करते रहना चाहिए, उन्हें नए people से meet करते ही रहना चाहिए, ना हरदम यही नहीं सोचे कि हमें big premiums ही collect करना है, छोटे premium को ignore नहीं करना चाहिए. और ये एक और tips मैडम देते हैं कि सेल्फ डिपेंडेंट होना चाहिए एडवाइजर्स को, उन्हें किसी पर भी डिपेंडेंट प्रोसेस या पर्सन्स पे डिपेंडेंट नहीं रहना चाहिए, उन्हें अपना नॉलेज, अपना स्किल डेवलप करके सेल्फ डिपेंडेंटली वो इस बिजनेस और को करेंगे तो कोई भी राह में उन्हें सक्सेस ही मिलेगा. और एक और गलती जो एडवाइजर्स हमेशा करते हैं, वो ट्रेनिंग में ज्यादा इम्पोर्टेंस नहीं देते हैं या ध्यान नहीं देते हैं, प्रोडक्ट को लर्न करने में ज़्यादा ध्यान नहीं करते हैं और वो डिपेंडेंट रहते हैं मैनेजर्स पे या सपोर्ट सिस्टम्स में या ऑब्जेक्शन हैंडलिंग के लिए भी वो पूरे तैयार नहीं रहते हैं. तो ऐसे बिजनेस पैरामीटर्स पे उन्हें ज़्यादा फोकस करना चाहिए ताकि वो प्रोडक्ट नॉलेज में भी एकदम उम्दा रहे और ऑब्जेक्शन हैंडलिंग में भी वो एकदम उम्दा रहे. तो ऐसे में अपने आप को जब वो पूरी तरह से सेल्फ डिपेंडेंट, वो इंडिपेंडेंट हो जाते हैं तो वो सक्सेसफुली बिजनेस कर पा सकते हैं. और उन्हें इम्पेशेंट भी नहीं होना चाहिए कि क्यों नहीं आ रहा है, कितने लोग मना कर रहे हैं, तो उन्हें इम्पेशेंट भी नहीं होना चाहिए. और एक और बात है, जब इनिशियली थोड़ा सक्सेस आता है तो वहीं पे वो रुक जाते हैं, स्टैग्नेंट हो जाते हैं. वैसा नहीं होना चाहिए, उन्हें चलते जाना चाहिए और उनको प्रोस्पेक्टिंग करते रहना चाहिए, तभी इस बिजनेस में वो आगे बढ़ सकते हैं. तो ये छोटी छोटी जो कॉमन मिस्टेक्स है, गलतियां हैं, इस पर अगर ध्यान दे के अगर आप काम करेंगे तो जरूर आप भी सक्सेसफुल रहेंगे. तो मैम, मूविंग ऑन टू अनदर क्वेश्चन, दूसरे प्रश्न की तरफ चलते हैं। रिक्रूटमेंट के लिए बडिंग लीडर्स को आप क्या सलाह या टिप्स देना चाहेंगे? मैम, व्हाट आर योर टिप्स फॉर बडिंग लीडर्स टू रिक्रूट?
Yeah, budding leaders, that is the newcomers who have joined as leaders. Yes, the leadership role is a very noble role, as I told you earlier. And the tips in the sense, I would like to say, first thing is they need to have a complete understanding of what they do. Okay, like after my the journey which I shared with you, and whatever I learned as in recruitment as a HNA advisor, I learned it from the workshop, and I started applying it, and I started recruiting advisors and partners, and it was like I had 81 L1 partners by the time when one more magic happened, and I got a very big person, a wonderful human being, Mr. Tyagarajan, who joined me as a CAP. So, like first thing, I had complete belief in the model. That is why I was able to take this, the crux of the model, the benefits of the model to an employee. I just came to know that he was facing some struggle. Things were not okay for him in his workplace, and it was that time the belief that I had in this model made me approach him, and that was how Mr. Tyagarajan. Today, as a CAP, any kind of international conventions, any kind of recognitions that I get, Mr. Tyagarajan plays a major role. But for him, all the success wouldn't have happened at all. And so, why I'm mentioning this here is that when you have a clear understanding about the model, when you're clear about the benefits that advisors and partners get, that is our pragati and the money table, all that, you need to be thorough with all that, and you need to believe that you can do. So everyone can identify great leaders, great partners. Everyone can have a big team, bigger than mine, bigger than any numbers. Like only self-belief is needed, and you need to thoroughly understand about the model. Again, get into that habit of being in office every day. Here it is, like I'll come to the point, like during this pandemic, it has been digital branch opening. Also, like coming to office in the sense, earlier before pre-pandemic, it was coming to office every day, being in office, and so that you can focus on building your skills, and you can gain enough of knowledge so that you are confident. And when you are a confident person only, your team will accept you as a leader. Okay, so that is one. And next thing is the main tip I would say is I will tell every partner to be successful, to create some new records themselves. They have to be a role model for their team. They have to be an example for their team instead of showing others as an example. Normally in branches that happens. It has happened to me n number of times. Like people normally show me when they are in a discussion with the newcomer, they normally show she is that person, she has done so much. So I would like to tell everybody, create your own records. Start creating your own records. When you are very successful yourself, your team will really like they will be happy to be with a leader like you. They will be happy to follow you. So you have to lead by example. So that will be a request, not an advice. It's a tip. I would request each and every one to think of being successful themselves.
That's great, ma'am. So, मैडम चाहते हैं कि सभी इस मॉडल को अच्छी तरह से समझे, तभी इस मॉडल पे हम सक्सेसफुल हो सकते हैं। और इस मॉडल में एडवाइजर्स का बेनिफिट्स, पार्टनर्स का बेनिफिट्स, इसमें बहुत क्लियर रहना चाहिए। हमें प्रगति को और मनी टेबल को बहुत अच्छे से समझना चाहिए, और हमें हमारे अंदर एक आत्मविश्वास रहना चाहिए कि हम इस मॉडल में अचीव कर सकते हैं, सक्सेसफुल हो सकते हैं। और एक हैबिट, डेली ऑफिस आने का हैबिट हमें डेवलप करना चाहिए, और यहाँ पे हमें अपना फोकस करना चाहिए हमारे स्किल में और हमारे नॉलेज में, और हमारे कॉन्फिडेंस को गेन करने के लिए ये दोनों चीजें बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है। तभी हमें एक अच्छे टीम लीडर की तरह हमारा टीम एक्सेप्ट करेगा। और मैम ये कहती हैं कि हमें एक रोल मॉडल लीडर बनना है ताकि हमारे टीम के लोग हम पर गर्व कर सके और हमारे पाथ को फॉलो कर सके। हमें दूसरों को नहीं दिखाना है कि ये सक्सेसफुल लीडर है, वो देखो सक्सेसफुल लीडर। हमें खुद एक रोल मॉडल सक्सेसफुल पार्टनर बन के लीड करके दिखाना है हमारे टीम को, तभी हम एक सक्सेसफुल लीडर बन सकते हैं। थैंक यू सो मच मैम फॉर शेयरिंग दिस टिप। मूविंग ऑन टू अनदर क्वेश्चन, दूसरी क्वेश्चन की तरफ बढ़ते हैं। इनएक्टिव एडवाइजर्स के साथ आपका एंगेजमेंट कैसा रहता है और इतने बड़े टीम के लिए आप अपना समय कैसे एलोकेट करते हैं? इनएक्टिव, हाउ डू यू एंगेज विद इनएक्टिव एडवाइजर्स and how do you allocate your time for such large team, ma'am?
Yeah, see, when you mention inactive advisors, I would say that advisors, when they join itself, they are not inactive. Okay, everyone comes here with some dreams, with some purpose, with a necessity and all. And when does that inactiveness set in is when they are dissatisfied, when they don't get what they want. Only then, it happens. So earlier it used to be pre-pandemic again. It used to be house visits, talking to people, getting in touch with people, being in constant touch with our team members. We can find out by talking to them. We can find out the reason for this not being active, disengagement, why they are, or whether they are into something else. Why if they get everything that they want here, they will not go to any other place. So what was the reason for them moving out? Any issues? And if at all you come to know of those issues, it will be good. We can address those issues accordingly and sort it out to the level to our level best, and then you see that there is harmony in the branch, and make that person happy. Once again give the hope to that person. Because all this is money matters. So that hope, and beyond hope, it is trust. When the person trusts you, yes, they will be with you. So from an inactive person to activating an advisor or a partner, it will be to speak to them. And pre-pandemic, it was going and meeting. Now post-pandemic also, we are not at a loss. We have technology to support us, and we call it as we do digital house visits. That's how in our Nanagat TPO we practice. My manager, Mr. Nijandan, supports me very well. Digital house visits, and this idea was given by Mr. Nagarajan, our VP. And with the support of Mr. Prem and all, we do wonderful digital house visits, and we involve all the LAs. When we speak to the LA, we all are there, and we make them very comfortable, find out, get into a discussion to find out about their dissatisfaction. We give a patient hearing, and we address everything. So there itself, the person gets convinced, or I would say rather, the person becomes happy, and once again they are back to form.
सो प्री पैंडेमिक में जब एडवाइजर की कोई भी प्रॉब्लम्स होती थी तो उसे वो घर में जाके एड्रेस करती थी, जो भी इश्यूज रहता था। और पोस्ट पैंडेमिक में डिजिटली वो उनके हाउस विजिट करते थे और उनके अपलाइन पार्टनर से बात करते थे, मैनेजर के साथ डिस्कस करते थे, और एक बहुत ही पेशेंटली उनको बातों को लिसन करते थे, उनके इश्यूज को सॉल्व करते थे और उनके कंसर्न को इमीडिएटली वो एड्रेस करते थे। इस कारण जो भी उनके जो प्रॉब्लम्स है एडवाइजर्स के, वो उसको सॉल्व करने के बाद एडवाइजर्स भी खुश हो जाते थे और एक्टिव होते थे। तो जो भी सिचुएशन हो प्री पैंडेमिक या पोस्ट पैंडेमिक, उनके एड्रेस को इश्यू करने से सारे प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व होते थे। मूविंग ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, हाउ डू यू allocate your time for such large team, ma'am?
Answer would be like I prioritize on the work, and schedule my work in such a way. I don't focus on just one person. I keep covering the requirements of many, and I to some extent I understand the need of people, and when I know that the person is capable of doing things independently, or sometimes when I know that the person doesn't have a liking towards me interfering, then I take a back step. So I allow that person to function independently and on their own, and it is like too much of interference also will be a problem. So whenever my support is needed, I stretch out my hand. I'm always there. I give them that feel that I'm always there, and at the same time, no, like when after prioritizing, after doing all this, no, when you get really recognized and appreciated for all that you do, no, I would say that I never wanted to think big about myself. No, like I say that I just do my work. So keeping my feet on the ground, I just say I do my work. That's it, and I don't need any appreciations for doing it. So it is always no giving importance for the other person. Needs me, I'm there, and whoever doesn't want also, I'm away from them, giving them enough space to perform on their own, do things on their own. That's how I do my work. So it is very comfortable when you know this balancing.
ग्रेट मैम. सो मैम कहती हैं कि वो अपना टाइम अलोकेट करते हैं अपने टीम के मेंबर्स के कैपेबिलिटी के हिसाब से. वो अपना वर्क शेड्यूल करते हैं कि कौन से इंडिविजुअल को उनकी फोकस की ज्यादा जरूरत है और किस इंडिविजुअल को उनकी फोकस की ज्यादा जरूरत नहीं है और वो इंडिपेंडेंट से काम कर सकते हैं. तो अकॉर्डिंगली वो इंडिपेंडेंट एडवाइजर के साथ ज्यादा काम ना करके जो सेल्फ डिपेंडेंट है वो उनके साथ ज्यादा काम करके फोकस करती थी. मगर वो सब एडवाइजर्स को इक्वली ये बताती थी कि कुछ भी हो मैं तुम्हारे साथ हूँ, हर समय पे मैं आपके साथ रहूंगी. तो इस तरह वो अपने बड़े टीम को वो टाइम प्रायोरिटाइज करके इंडिविजुअल कैपेबिलिटी और कैपेसिटी के तौर पे वो उनको हैंडल करती थी और वो अपना पैर हरदम जमीन पे गड़ा के रखती थी. वो सक्सेस को उन्होंने अपने सिर पे कभी नहीं लिया और वो सब पार्टनर्स अपने सारे टीम के साथ इक्वली बिहेव करती थी. मूविंग ऑन टू नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. इस इंडस्ट्री में आपकी रोज की दिनचर्या क्या है? व्हाट इज योर डेली रूटीन इन दिस इंडस्ट्री मैम?
Daily routine is it is work and work only. So I get relaxed while working. Even if it's relaxation, it's work only for me. Day or night, or I don't fix any particular timing to do my work. And see, I understood that I'm in a very big. I have an opportunity of showing a path to others. So I take my business model to anyone and everyone whom I know, whom I meet. Like I take this model to them in such a way, I make them understand they can fulfill their aspirations. So I'm very passionate about this. I love to be moving around always. And so, like meeting people, like is something which I like. So I keep doing this. I talk about the model wherever it was possible and tell them how it was highly rewarding and the kind of satisfaction and fulfillment that you get during by doing this work. So we are into a wonderful model. So I am not going to innovate anything new. Okay. So if at all there is any innovations like formulas for us to be successful, all that, it is being coined by ERS. So we already have a ready-made path to function. So I just take this model to people. So my daily routine will be talking about the work only. Be it daytime or like you just wake me up from the sleep, I can talk about the model. So it is only this work that I know. That's it, Angana.
Yeah. So मैम का जो रोज की दिनचर्या है, मैम कहती हैं कि वो रात दिन काम करते हैं और हिचकिचाती नहीं है काम करने से और वो अपने एज ए पार्टनर वो दूसरों को राह दिखाते हैं अपने टीम मेंबर्स के ड्रीम्स और एस्पिरेशंस को फुलफिल करने में. वो अपनी सक्सेस समझते हैं और सेल्फ जॉब सेटिस्फैक्शन समझते हैं. वो कोई फिक्स्ड टाइम काम का नहीं निर्धारित करते हैं और वो दिन हो या रात हो काम 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 ही उनका पैशन है. यही उनकी दिनचर्या है. मूविंग ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन मैम. लीडर्स को संवारना या ग्रूम करना इतना महत्वपूर्ण क्यों है? What is the importance of grooming your leaders?
only when we groom our leaders, grooming in the sense, making them knowledgeable about giving them enough knowledge about the process, about the products, about how to go about with the business. First thing is that is grooming, and by doing that, we get a strong team. We get people to depend on us, to really believe in us. So that is a very nice way. Only when you groom them, don't just leave them to gain knowledge from the surrounding, from the environment. No, you take that special initiative to really teach them and tell them, or even share. No need to teach, no need to advise. No, just share my experiences. This is how I did. This is how where I faltered. Mostly, I would like to share where all I faltered, so that it will be a learning and they will not falter. They will be doing it in a comfortable way. So that only with that grooming, you can have a strong team. We are here to build distribution. So this grooming is necessary, I feel. So we have to accept success, teach them, accepting success and failure with dignity. And by doing all this, you gain respect from your team, and they start believing you that you can really guide them. That is important.
ओके सो मैडम कहते हैं कि ग्रूमिंग इतना इम्पोर्टेंस है क्योंकि जब एक लीडर नॉलेजेबल रहता है तभी उनके प्रोस्पेक्ट उनको रिस्पेक्ट करते हैं, तो उन्हें पूरा स्किल्ड रहना चाहिए प्रोडक्ट में, ऑब्जेक्ट हैंडलिंग में और इंडस्ट्री के बारे में, कंपटीशन के बारे में. जब आप कॉन्फिडेंटली अपने प्रोस्पेक्ट के साथ बैठेंगे तभी प्रोस्पेक्ट को भी आपके ऊपर एक मर्यादा आएगी और आप इसमें सक्सेसफुल क्लोजिंग कर सकते हैं. तो और एक और बात मैडम कहती हैं कि सक्सेस हो या फेलियर उसे वो इक्वली लेते हैं, ना सक्सेस को सर पे चढ़ने देती हैं ना फेलियर को दिल पे लगाती हैं. तो इस बिजनेस में इंडिपेंडेंटली अगर आपको सक्सेसफुल होना है तो नॉलेज बढ़ाना है और अपना स्किल और टैलेंट बढ़ाना है. तो इसीलिए संवारना बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है एक लीडर के लिए. मूविंग ऑन टू नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन मैम, व्हाट आर द एक्टिविटीज दैट यू कंडक्ट टू ग्रूम लीडर्स? आप क्या एक्टिविटीज करते हैं लीडर्स को ग्रूम करने के लिए?
Activities in the sense it is all the same pan India, whatever we do, you being part of them as a mother partner, you being part of all the activities we plan, we initiate a lot of activities, being a part of the daily calendars, weekly calendars, that is starting from Monday morning meetings to the COPs and partner meetings and all the product trainings and the BOPs, business orientations, all that. Everywhere you demonstrate, you lead there, so that once you do that, people will observe you and they will learn a lot from you and they will know how to conduct themselves. So initially in the branch, I would say, to some extent only I got this opportunity, but when it moved into this DPO, as a DPO partner, I got exposure into everything, running a branch itself. It is that about running a branch, about guiding people, handholding people, all that. So really, I would say, as a DPO partner, this gave me more exposure. And we plan on activities. We have a calendar to what to do, what dates and all, what we have to do and all that. And when it comes to activities, demonstrating in the sense, suppose if it is going to be for a COP, while we get ready for a COP, right from now fixing the advertisement content to if it is going to be advertisement or if it is going to be paper inserts or depending on that whatever the activity demands. If it's going to be poster activity, then pasting those posters will happen in the midnight. Or it will be around 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. I get into the work and early morning for 3:30, 4 o'clock paper inserts and all. It is not that I just enter the job to someone to do it. I do it myself. Then I believe by doing like this, when people, my team members, when they see me doing it, they will also learn the same way. When you get involved into this business, when you take complete ownership of the business, then the results will be really big. the results will be amazing. Instead of, depending on somebody, I normally hear people say, okay, I know a person, a paper wala, I've just given some 10,000 paper inserts a bundle to him and he will take care and all. It is not like that. Well, I believe in doing the work myself. So when I demonstrate, I believe my team is watching me, they observe, and they also practice it. So that definitely takes them to success.
ओके सो मैम कहती हैं कि एक्टिविटीज जो वो कंडक्ट करती हैं वो उसके लिए वो कैलेंडर बनाती हैं हर महीने और कैलेंडर के हिसाब से वो एक्टिविटीज प्लान करते हैं जैसे सीओपी बीओपी और मंडे मॉर्निंग मीटिंग जो भी मीटिंग्स हो और जो भी पार्टनर मीटिंग्स हो सब में वो डेमोन्स्ट्रेट करते हैं कि वो कैसे किया जाता है कभी पोस्टर एक्टिविटी कभी एसएमएस एक्टिविटी कभी एडवर्टाइजमेंट कभी कंटेंट डेवलपमेंट इस तरह एज ए डीपीओ ओनर मैडम को बहुत एक्सपोजर मिला खुद भी लर्न करने का और अपनी टीम को भी डेवलप करने का तो जब वो पोस्टर एक्टिविटी करती हैं तो भी रात के 1 बजे 2 बजे वहां पे खड़ी रहती थी और जब उन्हें पेपर इंसर्ट करना था तो भी वो दूसरों पे डिपेंडेंट नहीं रहती थी वो साथ खड़े होके जब तक वो पेपर वाला लेके नहीं चला जाता था वो साथ खड़े रह के वो एक्टिविटी करती थी जब वो ऐसे एक्टिविटीज खुद डेमोन्स्ट्रेट करती थी तो उनको टीम मेंबर को भी उनके ऊपर एक रिस्पेक्ट आता था और वो खुद को एक उनको रोल मॉडल समझ के वो भी ऐसे एक्टिविटीज में पार्टिसिपेट करते थे और इस तरह वो अपने आप को भी संवारते थे और अपनी टीम को भी मैडम संवारती थी मूविंग ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन हाउ डू यू रिक्रूट आप कैसे रिक्रूट करती हैं एंड वो स्क्रिप्ट क्या है जो आप फॉलो करती हैं रिक्रूटमेंट में व्हाट इज द स्क्रिप्ट दैट यू फॉलो मैम
There is no prefixed script and all. It is like spontaneous. And even now, if you ask me how I recruit, for me, I am comfortable through advertisements. It is even today it is advertisement, and then if it is advertisement in the weekends, then the following Tuesday is a particular day for a COP or one-to-one interviews or meetings, and then HNI COPs, exclusive HNI COPs, all this is these are the activities. Only through this, even today we recruit whatever numbers we are able to achieve. It is only through these activities. Then I would say definitely there is no prefixed script. You cannot have a script for this. You need to get involved into the work. And when it is see, for my advertisements will be more segment oriented. If I am mentioning one segment there, if it is going to be the retired segment means it will only be retired. I never mingle retired and housewife. I never do it that way. So when it is a segmented approach and you get a call from that person, we have given some content. Reading the content, the person has got some search and they are showing interest by calling us. When they are calling us itself, that means that they are interested in knowing what it is. So our intention should be to pull the person to our place. So everything can't be told over phone. So you have to get, you make it as a casual chat with that person, understanding the profile of that person, and depending on that, a few questions on it and in a nice way, and then you just tell them, whatever it is, the further discussion, you just be in office, you just come to the event, or now it is like, you be part of the Zoom, you share the link, you tell them that you share the link and they can be part of the Zoom COP. That is what I do. So the intention here for us is to make that person attend the COP. We have wonderful COP presentations. PPTs are wonderful. So for us, it is monotonous. We have listened to it a number of times. But for others, the newcomers, they are hearing it for the first time. They are hearing it for the first time. So, it is when they come and attend the COP, then the conversion is fast. So our work will be to make them attend the COP. And the next thing I would like to say is, when it is this advertisement or any kind of data you call, whatever it is, telecallers cannot talk like you. It is your business. You are the best. A telecaller cannot do your job. So instead of entrusting the telecallers to do the talking, I said I do it myself. That's how I do. Whether others will take it, I don't know, but that's how I do. I do the work myself. So these are the techniques. Prospecting techniques means you get more and more of people through advertisements. Anyone who has inquired what it is, that person is a prospect. So how we are going to understand about that person, what we are going to speak to them to bring them to our place. All that. It is only casual chat, and only after they come to our place, no, we get into that, no, full in depth. We tell them about what it is. Till then, it is a challenge. It is a challenge. Even today, it is a challenge.
तो रिक्रूटमेंट के लिए जो तकनीकें वो इस्तेमाल करती थी वो था एडवर्टाइजमेंट, वीकली सीओपी, 1:1 इंटरव्यू और HNI COP. और स्क्रिप्ट के बारे में कोई फिक्स्ड स्क्रिप्ट नहीं यूज करती थी. वो डिफरेंट कस्टमर या डिफरेंट प्रोफाइल्स के हिसाब से अप्रोच करती थी और कैजुअल चैट से अंडरस्टैंड करती थी कि उनका क्या प्रोफाइल है और डायरेक्टली उनसे मिलना, फेस टू फेस COP पे बिलीव करती थी. हमारा COP प्रेजेंटेशन इतना अच्छा है जो हम बहुत बार देख चुके हैं, तो हमें थोड़ा बोरिंग लग सकता है, बट जो नया पर्सन आता है जब उनको हम ये प्रेजेंटेशन दिखाते हैं तो बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग लगता है और वो इंटरेस्टेड रहते हैं. तो यही बताना चाहती हैं कि कोई प्री फिक्स्ड स्क्रिप्ट फॉलो नहीं करते हैं. और एक और बात बताते हैं कि जब वो SMS ब्लास्ट सब डालते हैं तो वो कॉल्स टेलीकॉलर्स को अटेंड करने नहीं देती हैं. ये अपना बिजनेस समझती हैं और सारे कॉल्स जब भी वो ट्रैवल भी कर रही हो, जहां भी हो, सारे कॉल्स मैडम खुद ही अटेंड करती हैं और इसका बिजनेस का ओनरशिप लेती हैं. तभी वो सक्सेसफुल हैं इस रिक्रूटमेंट में भी. मूविंग ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. आप इस पैंडेमिक या न्यू नॉर्मल कैसे इस्तेमाल कर रही हैं? हाउ डू यू एडजस्ट टू दिस न्यू नॉर्मल?
It's very exciting. The question itself is like, we never knew that such things would happen. We never knew that no, sitting at home we will be able to still do our work very effectively. And nature has taught us a lot, and thanks to the technology. So we have our LMP, Mr. Prem, he introduced the digital branch opening. That was right from April onwards, no, like morning 9 o'clock, no, the branch is open. It is like going and opening the branch doors. It was like that, no, like we all get into the Zoom and we start connecting with people, and they know that, no, we are making them aware that okay, everything is normal. Only we were trying to do that for nearly those initial April, May, June months and all. It was very tough, no, like keeping people motivated and all. But now it has become common. Everyone now is very comfortable attending Zoom, and in fact it has become one. We have all learned one other way, more comfortable way of performing without moving from our place, being remote, but still we are performers. Many people have done extremely well during this pandemic. So it was digital branch opening and digital house visits also. Now, like as I told you, when people are down, to motivate the team, to fuel the team, no, like for performance and all. Normally it is house visits only. When you meet a person, when you talk to them, when you meet them face to face, no, like it is more understanding. It gives more understanding. So now it is similar to going there physically. Now it is no digital presence. So digital house visits is what we do, and we inform the advisor earlier, no, that this particular time, no, we'll get connected, and to be me, my manager, and the advisor alone, so they can talk more, no, like it will be a personal time for them, so they can tell about whatever queries they have, and that can be a very nice one-to-one discussion, and what I do is I check the safety, whether they are taking safety measures, whether they are being safe, whether they need any help and all. Of course, no, like we cannot go to their place. Still, moral support. When somebody really asks you that you are how you are and whether you need any help, that itself, will give that good feel. So first thing we do that, check about their safety, and I mainly I empathize with them. And try to understand what is their current situation and extend my support. Sometimes I've had times when people, my advisors, I have lost my top advisors during this pandemic to COVID. And I also, I have my advisors whose family members, they are into the same field. Okay, it is so painful. So we understand them, and I know that because of this, like they will be down, and also, but still commitments are there. So I motivate them. I take references. I offer to support them, and on their behalf, I tell them I can speak to the customers and make a sale happen. So that the income part is necessary even now. They can't simply wait for months together and then come back and do. So from my end, I do that. And I won't say that all the references I take, it ends up in business. But I extend my support in calling, and wherever business has been collected, yes, to a good extent business has been collected. And I don't allow anything to go on a zero. Like we, pull in, make it as a pipeline, and then we do the follow-up. I do the follow-up. I intimate the advisors about it, keeping them motivated, empathizing with them and keeping them motivated. So that way, we have now got completely adjusted to the new normals. So I think the next challenge will be now how we are going, all of us are going to be in office after this, when things are all back to normal. So to that extent, we are very much comfortable with the new normals. I think everyone will agree with me.
Yeah, very true, ma'am. So, मैम कहती हैं कि ये न्यू पैंडेमिक में, ये पैंडेमिक की सिचुएशन है, उसे किसी ने भी सोचा नहीं था ऐसे दिन आएंगे, मगर जब आया तो डिजिटल ब्रांच ओपनिंग हुआ, डिजिटल हाउस विजिट्स हुआ, हम अपने घर में ड्राइंग रूम में बैठ के ही हम बहुत लोगों से मुलाकात कर सकते थे, और जब उनसे हम डिजिटली मिलते थे तो उनकी सेफ्टी के बारे में पूछते थे, उनके साथ एम्पथाइज करते थे, और उनसे जो भी उनको कोई हेल्प चाहिए क्या पूछा करते थे, और डिजिटली उनसे रेफरेंस लेते थे ताकि उनके इनकम में कोई बाधा ना आए, वो इनकम जनरेशन होता रहे। तो इस पैंडेमिक को भी उन्होंने अच्छे से संभाला, और कह रही हैं कि अभी ये नॉर्मल हो जाएगा तो कैसे संभालेंगे ऐसे करके। तो ये पैंडेमिक में भी बहुत अच्छा बिजनेस और अच्छा रिक्रूटमेंट और अच्छा बिजनेस रहा उनके टीम के साथ। मूविंग ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन मैम, दूसरे प्रश्न पे चलते हैं। MDRT एस्पिरेंट्स एंड बडिंग लीडर्स के लिए आपकी क्या सलाह या टिप्स है जो आपके जैसे कामयाब होने के लिए आप देना पसंद करेंगी? मैम, टिप्स टू MDRT एस्पिरेंट्स एंड बडिंग लीडर्स टू बी एज सक्सेसफुल एज यू, कैन यू प्लीज शेयर?
Surely, Ms. Amada. Actually, even before we go to the tips, I would like to tell two things. One is, first thing, you have to decide very clearly that you want to be an MDRT. Your business card has to hold that logo, MDRT logo, which is going to bring in great pride for you, and it will talk more about you to anyone whom you share your business card. So it is that kind of a pride. First thing, you have to be very clear. You have to decide, whatever comes my way, I am going to be an MDRT. And the next, most important is that I am going to be independently working on it, taking the support of others, not expecting others to do the work, but I am going to do it. It is my work. Okay, so for that, I can, whatever we have discussed so far, it will be the same points. I would say, first thing is, you have to be proud of what you are doing. You are an advisor. Okay, I am into sales, insurance sales. I am an insurance professional, and you must believe that you are highly into a noble profession. That is how I do. That's how I do. So these are the points which I practice. So that is why I'm just giving it as a tip. It's up to people to take it or not. So I feel I'm doing the best thing in the world, and I'm helping people, meet out their financial commitments in a very comfortable way through my advice. So I do a bit of small financial planning, understanding needs, and also first thing is I understand the role of an advisor, and I tell everyone, first thing is I am an advisor. Next thing is I am even today, I'm an everyday learner. I learn from the environment. I learn from my team, my advisors. I learn from my partners. I learn. Every day I learn. I never feel that I've learned everything. I know everything. No, I don't have that feel. Every day I take this learning. So that is one thing which if anyone who is open to learning, they will definitely be knowledgeable, and because of that knowledge, you will get updated. So learner in the sense, you will get updated knowledge about the industry, about the brand, and about the products, everything, and with that way you feel more confident. So I think I've told a few tips. I have more tips to say. Amita ma'am, I think you can say this, then I will come with more tips. Or whatever I do.
यस मैम. सो मैम बहुत गर्व महसूस करती हैं अपने आप को एक एडवाइजर कहलाने में, और बहुत गर्व महसूस करती हैं कि ये इस नोबल प्रोफेशन में है जहां ये बहुत सारे लोगों की फिनेंशियल कमिटमेंट्स को पूरा कर सकते हैं फिनेंशियल प्लानिंग के थ्रू. और मैम एक अच्छी लर्नर है, वो रोज रोज कुछ ना कुछ सीखती हैं और हरदम अपना नॉलेज इंडस्ट्री के बारे में, अपडेटेड प्रोडक्ट्स, ब्रांड सबके बारे में रखती हैं, और वो प्रॉस्पेक्ट के नीड के हिसाब से उनको प्रोडक्ट देती हैं, और डिस्कशन के आधार पे वो प्रोडक्ट को पिच करती हैं, और नॉन स्टॉप प्रॉस्पेक्टिंग करती हैं, और नए नए नाम अपने प्रॉस्पेक्ट लिस्ट में ऐड करती जाती हैं. एवरी डे प्रॉस्पेक्टिंग कभी भी नहीं छोड़ती, रोज रोज वो प्रॉस्पेक्टिंग करती हैं, और वो फोकस करती हैं कॉन्सेप्ट सेलिंग पे. हर प्रोफाइल के हिसाब से वो कॉन्सेप्ट सेलिंग करती हैं, बट उनके अंदर एक आग है, एक बर्निंग डिजायर है कि उन्हें बहुत बड़ा लक्ष्य अचीव करना है. वो कहती हैं कि वो अपने कस्टमर के साथ बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग रैपो रखती हैं, और सेल्स ही नहीं, पोस्ट सेल सर्विस भी बहुत अच्छे से करती हैं, ताकि एक ट्रस्ट बना रहे और उस ट्रस्ट के बेसिस पे उन्हें नया बिजनेस मिले. और मैम ये कहती हैं कि उनके लिए कभी भी इनफ नहीं है, इवन एमडीआरटी भी कर ले तो वो और ज्यादा करना चाहती हैं, और वो ये कहना चाहते हैं कि इस बिजनेस में ट्रस्ट, नॉलेज और प्रोस्पेक्टिंग बहुत बहुत जरूरी है. Yes, ma'am, you can continue with further tips.
Yeah, it is as you rightly said, it is to continue with whatever I was saying, understanding the need of the customer and having more and more prospects, adding more and more prospects. You need to always have fresh names being added to your list. And in today's trend, it is concept selling. You can't just go there. It is better not to start conversation with a product. Instead, if we start the discussion itself with the need of the customer, then that is one point I would like to say. You will be successful, because it is the customer's need that you are focusing on, and then you are taking the product to support the customer's need. So that will be a wonderful way of doing it. And their concepts also, understanding the profile of the person. It can be employer-employee, it can be MWPA, it can be if the person is an NRA, you need to know how to take a product to an NRA. So we have had enough of session. We are still having more and more of sessions, training anyone and everyone who enters this industry, utilizing all that in why we meet people. So that is what we need to keep doing again and again. It is not that we have met 5 people, we have met 10 people, so the sale has to happen. That is enough. No, there is no enough at all. Even while putting in efforts, you shouldn't feel that you have done enough. And even after the business starts coming in, you shouldn't feel. I never had that feel of it is enough. I never have. Even now, I feel that I have not done enough. I have not delivered my 100%. That's how I feel. So that enough feeling shouldn't be there for an MDRT. And one best practice, I'm just sharing one best practice that I usually do, which I think I can tell people. Every year on performance, 40% comes from my existing customers, or existing partners, existing advisors. Like when you maintain that rapport with people, you are able to go back to them again. So cross-selling, all that happens. So it is again and again you go to the same person for fresh business also. And every year, 60% you have to do hunting. Hunting and farming is necessary. That is non-stop. But at the same time, you can go to your existing customer, existing advisor for more business. So now when we are talking about MDRT, we can go to the same customer. If we have done a financial planning for the customer, for different levels of requirements of the customer, needs of the customer, no, like one product would be suitable for them. Maybe the person will be in need of a pension plan for retirement, for a term plan for a higher cover, and a regular liquidity plan, no, every year liquidity plan like Smart Life. So when there are 2-3 things, maybe one product we would have closed and we would have collected. What other, we have other 2 products, no? So after some time when you go back to them, that is how I do. So it is always 40% of my fresh business every year comes from the known people, already people, existing people, and then it is only 60% I move on to the newcomers, and I hunt for new people. So that right from the time I've been an advisor, that is one formula I follow even today. Of course, I learned it from experts only, and I follow it. It is successful for me. So I believe anyone who follows it, definitely it will help them being an MDRT continuously. One time an MDRT, always an MDRT. So you can get this pride throughout your life. So this will help you that way. And one more thing is, I never compare my performance with others. No, I keep raising my bar. So whatever I have done, my highest performance in a month, and my highest check collected so far, what I have, like what I made my advisor contribute till now. So what better, now how to better my work. So I keep raising the bar of my own performance, and I never know, okay, that person has done, so I should know. It is a motivation, of course. When others are done, knowing that you get motivated. When others can do, I can also do. That is always there. But the level of performance, like raising your own bar. So that will be very helpful in doing bigger premiums. You become more confident of yourself, and that confidence itself, it will lead you to success. So when we are talking about MDRT, like whatever we are discussing now, all this is time tested. I would say all this is time tested. I've given enough of so many years of my life in practicing all this, doing this again and again. It was not one time. It was not through any fluke, nothing like that. It was very ethically practiced. So I would say when anyone who practices this can definitely be successful. So by doing this, now I would say MDRT this year in 2020, it was a digital meeting that happened. Okay, it was a digital meeting because we were not able to travel. The whole world was under lockdown. So the digital meeting, and now comes the 2021, the most exciting the place. It is in Louisiana, and the place is announced, and people are getting geared up, and the MDRT Association has reduced all of us know about it. They have reduced it. Otherwise, we will be working for more than 10 lakhs of earned commissions now, and more than 35 lakhs of premium. Maybe it would be up to 40 lakhs. But now, the premiums are lesser if it is under premium category. And I hope everyone knows, anyone who aspires to become an MDRT, the first thing you need to know is you can qualify as an MDRT under 2 norms. One is through premium qualification performance, and through earned commissions. And I have always qualified in commission criteria, and this year's commission is very less because of this. They are taking this pandemic into they have considered, and it is a motivation. Okay, MDRT can say no. MDRT means you have to do this much and nothing can run. It's not that. The association itself, they have empathized with us, and with the environment, with the circumstances we are all living in. So still we can all go out to support people, and we can talk more about more about our products, and thereby, very easily we can, this year we can become an MDRT. And as an MDRT, everyone is able to earn 7.5 lakhs of premium. 7,34,000 is the exact amount, but 7.5 lakhs, okay, approximately I can say. But 7.5 lakhs of income, whatever we are earning this year, I think it is an additional income, and we have exactly 54 days left for the MDRT closure. It's the calendar year. December 31st is the last, and within this 54 days, many wonders can happen. So even till the last day, last minute, this business is like that. If we have been into prospecting continuously, and maybe for a long time things haven't worked out well, even the last minute, everything might change. That last one day might change the tables, and that has happened to me. And last minute announcement, like I usually people call me, I also have a nickname, like a last minute wonder. In branches, they used to call me as a last minute wonder. Also, the last days, while finishing a month or a year or any contest, I used to that. It is with that speed you start and that with that aggression, you cannot stop it. And finally, at least at the end, you deliver, you come with a big boom, like you are able to perform. If I'm able to do, I believe everybody else can be able to do. And as a woman with lots of limitations, but still I would say that now, like when you decide to do something, to all my the female partners who are listening, the advisors who are listening, I would say when we decide to do something, we are very good at it. We want to achieve. We want to really, like prove our 100%. We put our 100% into it, and we definitely reach the destinations when we decide. So I would say that we take a decision to go in MDRT. So much about MDRT that we have spoken. Why don't we know? Like this pride shouldn't be. You shouldn't keep that pride far and then simply look at it. No, you should own it. You should call yourself an MDRT. So I think we can work towards being an MDRT. All of us working towards being an MDRT. And while beginning, Mr. Subhash said there are 1,000 plus partners and advisors. So I think even 1,000 MDRTs could be possible. All the people who are really, listen, who have taken time out to listen to all this, practicing these things, what another person has done. No advice. I never felt I'm a big person to advise anybody. No. But I have done something and it has worked for me, so it might work for you as well. So we can work towards it, and maybe APC can come up with a big number of 1,000 MDRTs even. So God willing, I hope that should happen. That will be the best thing we can do to the brand, which has given us this beautiful model.
Ma'am, currently we have 5,500 partners listening to your session.
So my numbers are small then. So maybe we will have big numbers. MDRTs, we can create some new records. Let us all go all out into the field, and we have wonderful products with us, and the model is so big. We can even now identify instant MDRTs, one-time MDRTs. We can identify retail MDRTs. As partners, we can go into our team and find out how many people in our team are what is the shortfall of our team members in finishing MDRT. So we can motivate them to be, and let everyone take the pride. In Tamil we have Yam Petra in them Vayagam. So whatever you have enjoyed, let everyone in this world enjoy. Everyone in APC can enjoy. Everyone in APC can take this pride. So I think 1,000 will be a very small number then, Mr. Subhash. Thank you for the numbers. Yes, Amra, was I apt to whatever you asked, and was it useful?
Sure, ma'am. It was very, very inspiring. I am getting goosebumps, and I'm sure those who are listening to you too are getting the goosebumps. So, ma'am कह रही थी कि MDRT एक ऐसा ख्वाब है जो सब अचीव कर सकते हैं, और मैडम ने ये बिजनेस को कैसे डेवलप किया उसके साथ बताते हैं कि वो नया बिजनेस पे 60% फोकस करती हैं और 40% जो नया बिजनेस आता है वो अपने एग्जिस्टिंग कस्टमर से लेते हैं. तो जो हम अच्छा ट्रस्ट जब कस्टमर से बिल्ड कर लेते हैं तो उन्हीं से हम वापस बिजनेस ले सकते हैं. और मैडम हरदम फोकस MDRT पे रखती हैं और कहती हैं अगर मैं अचीव कर सकती हूँ तो आप सब भी अचीव कर सकते हैं. एक बार MDRT मतलब जिंदगी भर के लिए MDRT. और यहाँ पे जितने भी लोग MDRT के जो सुन रहे हैं, ये सक्सेसफुल पार्टनर हैं जो ऑलरेडी MDRT अचीव कर चुकी हैं और अपने टीम में इतने MDRTs इन्होंने बनाए हैं. और ये कहती हैं कि अभी तो MDRT के नॉर्म्स भी बहुत कम हो गया है. कमीशन बेसिस में 7.5 लाख कमीशन बेसिस में भी MDRT बना जा सकता है और 25 लाख AP में भी MDRT बना बढ़ाया जा सकता है। तो इस सिचुएशन में जो इतना कम हुआ है, तो मैडम चाहती हैं वो सबको नेक्स्ट ईयर लुसियाना में देखना चाहती हैं MDRT मीट पे, और ये पॉसिबल है, ये हम अचीव कर सकते हैं अगर हम थोड़ी थोड़ी गलतियों को सुधार लें, अपना नॉलेज बढ़ा लें और इंडिपेंडेंट बन जाएं, और कस्टमर के नीड सेलिंग बेसिस पे अगर हम प्रोडक्ट सेलिंग करें, ऑब्जेक्शन हैंडलिंग पे सीख जाएं, तो डेफिनेटली हम सब MDRT बन सकते हैं। और यहाँ पे 5000 लोग सुन रहे हैं, तो सबके सब आप खुद भी MDRT बन सकते हैं और अपने टीम में सबको वो मोटिवेट कर सकते हैं MDRT बनने में। सो MDRT एक ख्वाब होना चाहिए, एक गर्व होना चाहिए, और मैडम बहुत गर्व महसूस करती हैं कि वो एक MDRT है, और ये उनके लिए कम है। वो कहती हैं कि ये हमारा एंड नहीं होना चाहिए, और हमें उससे भी ज्यादा 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 एस्पायर करते रहना चाहिए, और देयर शुड बी नो स्टॉपिंग हर। एंड विशिंग मैडम ऑल द बेस्ट फॉर ऑल द सक्सेस एंड many more MDRTs to you, ma'am. Thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you so much, ma'am. And yes,
Thank each and everyone. I should thank the management for giving me this opportunity. Special thanks to ERS sir again for all these wonderful things that happen in my life.
Meena ma'am, hold on. We have quite a few questions from our audience. So
Okay.
we'll address those questions first, and then we'll throw open the stage again for you.
Okay.
yes, sir.
Amoda, please continue with
Yeah.
the questions.
Yeah, moving on to the questions, ma'am. Recruitment, that is always everybody is saying in every national meet. How can one be successful to recruit HNI, and what is the specification of HNI?
Okay.
Amoda, please repeat the question in Hindi for our audience also.
या सो हर मीटिंग में रिक्रूटमेंट की बात करते हैं और HNI रिक्रूटमेंट की बारे में बात करते हैं। तो हम जानना चाहते हैं कि HNI रिक्रूटमेंट में कैसे सक्सेसफुल हुआ जाए, और ये HNI का मतलब क्या होता है, वो स्पेसिफिकेशन क्या होता है, जानना चाहते हैं।
Okay. So how will you specify who is the HNI? Okay, am I right? Yeah.
Yes,
A high net worth individual, first thing is you have to, like to shortlist certain profiles, the income part of that person, and the kind of lifestyle they are into. Sometimes the person might be an agriculturalist even, but they might be holding a very big landlord, holding huge lands, farms and all. So it is depending on the income that a person makes and the profile. With that only you assess that the person is a high net worth individual. And as I told you, instead of thinking too much about who's HNI, what is HNI, you assess a person by any city in our country, when you move out, how many Jaguars or how many those high-end cars you can see on the road. People take pride in owning. It's a prestige for them to own big cars, living in big houses, all that. So when you happen to meet that kind of people, all those people are the high net worth individuals. From the company's perspective, a person paying a premium, a customer paying a premium of 1 lakh or more, maybe that person is a HNI. But when it comes to us, we can look at we can reach anyone. We are into a business, we are into a profession where there is no limit. We can speak to anyone about our business. So people with the highest income, with people who are into certain businesses and people who are NRIs, they all fall under this HNI category.
सो मैम कह रही है कि HNI का मतलब है जो हाई नेटवर्थ इंडिविजुअल्स जिनका मॉनिटरली स्टेटस बहुत अच्छा है, तो वो हमें केस टू केस बेसिस पे डिसाइड करना है। जिनके पास बहुत सारे कार्स रहते हैं, जैगुआर कार्स रहता है, उनका स्टेटस बहुत हाई रहता है, या प्रीमियम ज़्यादा पे करने वाले ऐसे कस्टमर्स हाई नेटवर्थ इंडिविजुअल्स में आते हैं। वो रिक्रूटमेंट हमारे लिए भी बहुत फायदेमंद रहता है और कंपनी के लिए भी ज्यादा फायदेमंद रहता है। So that was about HNI. Moving on to the next question, ma'am. What is the pitch when you are doing cold calling, and what is the success ratio?
Yeah. You want to repeat it in Hindi?
हिंदी या तो आप कौन सा पिच यूज करते हैं कोल्ड कॉलिंग में और उसमें सक्सेस रेशियो कितना है?
My answer will be so surprising for a person who has asked this question, because telecalling is very important. Over phone, you can convince a customer even for any amount of a premium. First thing is, the conversion ratio will be cold calling. You don't know who's that person. So when you are calling that person, you need to be clear about using those nice terminologies. By hearing that, the person will become curious to know more about it. Only that much has to be told over phone. And if you ask about the conversion ratio, you take 50 numbers from a data, 50 numbers of which around 30 calls only people would have picked the line. The remaining would be a full ring, nobody answered the call, switched off, not reachable, all that. So out of 50 numbers, for example, if you have a data, you just choose 50 numbers, of which 30 people would have at least lifted the phone, they would have picked your call. Even to say no or to simply cut the line, whatever it is, they would have lifted. Now out of this 30, the 50%, that is 15 people at least would have shown interest in listening to what you are saying. What it is. Why did you call? Okay. Oh, it is this. Fine. Okay. Now, but I don't think it will be useful for me. Whatever it is, any kind of a day, you can get engaged. You can get into a conversation with them. At least 15 number of people. So for 50 calls, 50 numbers that you have dialed, it will be 15 calls that you will be able to communicate for what purpose you have called. Of which there will be many not interested. And finally, it will come down to 10 people who say, okay, maybe immediately we can meet, or it can be after, not now, maybe after few months I might think of it, or you send me details, maybe when I am interested, I will call you back, these kind of answers. Or somebody might say, okay, can you forward these things to me? No, I don't want to meet you now, maybe you can share it through WhatsApp. Such replies. There can be very rarely somebody who says that, yes, okay, you can come. You'll be lucky if you get an appointment. But again, these kind of positive responses, at least 10 people will give you, and the conversion will come down to 5. So it is 1/10. 1/10 is the conversion. Or if you try on 50 numbers, you can end up, collecting immediate business from 5 people, or they will get into your pipeline. It is hot, warm and cold. The pipeline, I think people might be knowing. Immediately people when you close the sale, you say it is a hot customer, then warm, okay, it will take time for the person to decide. Then the person will collect lots of information, but the person is yet to decide on it, very slow in deciding. So it's a cold. So this way your pipeline will get filled. For just 1/10, conversion is 1/10. That is my experience.
ओके सो मैम कह रही हैं कि मैडम के एक्सपीरियंस में अगर कोल्ड कॉलिंग करती हैं तो मैम उसमें बहुत ही सक्सेसफुल रही हैं. तो अगर 50 लोग का डेटा रहता है और आप 50 लोगों को कॉल करते हैं तो कोई कनेक्टेड नहीं रहता है, कुछ स्विच ऑफ रहता है, तो वैसे जाके 30 लोगों से अगर आप कॉल कर पाते हैं तो उसमें से सिर्फ 15 लोग थोड़ा सा रिस्पांस देते हैं और फिर उसमें से भी कुछ लोग इंटरेस्टेड नहीं रहते हैं, वो 10 हो जाता है और फाइनली 5 लोग में से ही कन्वर्जन होता है. तो ये 1:10 रेशियो में ही कन्वर्जन रहता है कोल्ड कॉलिंग का और मैम इसमें बहुत सक्सेसफुल रही हैं. तो आशा करते हैं कि हम भी अगर ऐसे कोल्ड कॉलिंग करेंगे तो 1:10 रेशियो में हम भी सक्सेसफुल रहेंगे. मूविंग ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चन मैम. That is something what you have shared already, but you would like to highlight further on that. How do you convince people for insurance policy? What is the mantra? Is it regular follow-up or within no time you would convert? मैम ये क्वेश्चन जानना चाहते हैं कि आप दूसरों को कैसे कन्विंस करती हैं इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसी के लिए और वो मंत्रा क्या है? ये इमीडिएटली कन्वर्ट हो जाता है या थोड़ा समय लगता है कन्वर्ट होने के लिए?
I would say there is no immediate conversions is very, very rare. Okay, continuous follow-up is required. And when it comes to when a person is calling you, that means when you have contacted that person and that person is giving you proper response, that means the person has a search, the person has a need. So according to that, when you speak to that customer, then definitely the sale will happen. But don't expect, you have to be patient enough and you have to slowly move, and finally it happens. So you need to have the patience to see the result. Nothing happens overnight. It is no magic here. Nothing happens overnight.
ओके, तो इमीडिएट कन्वर्शन नहीं होता है. ये कोई जादू नहीं है कि इमीडिएट आपने कस्टमर से बात की और कस्टमर मान गए और पॉलिसी दे दी. तो इसके लिए समय लगता है, धीरे धीरे करके ही पॉलिसी कन्वर्ट होता है. जब वो उनके हिसाब, नीड के हिसाब से आप प्रेजेंट करते हैं तो होता है. तो इमीडिएट कन्वर्शन नहीं होता है.
Ma'am, Amudha ma'am, I would like to add one more thing. That is why, I told you we have to be prospecting again and again. So, like, if we want to be successful in our work, then prospecting, we need to already have a pipeline with us, whom to follow when any contest is there, or for this MDRT pride or whatever it is. By now we should have had some prospects with us. So when you meet a person new, and if you are of a strong face value, then it is different. But otherwise, instantly things are rare to happen. So it is on a follow-up only it happens. So you always have to have a strong pipeline.
Okay. So मैम कहते हैं कि हमें रेगुलरली प्रोस्पेक्टिंग करते रहना चाहिए और एक स्ट्रॉन्ग पाइपलाइन रहना चाहिए जहां से हमें मोर और मोर प्रोस्पेक्ट्स मिले तो मोर एंड मोर कन्वर्शंस भी होते रहें. मूविंग ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, दूसरे प्रश्न पे जाते हैं. मैम, हाउ डू यू मेक योरसेल्फ कंफर्टेबल मेकिंग कोल्ड कॉल्स, प्लीज एडवाइज. मैम, कोल्ड कॉल करने में आप कितनी कंफर्टेबल रहती हैं, हमें जरा सलाह दीजिए.
So, comfortable in the sense, first thing is the way you introduce yourself. Okay, your voice will show the confidence level you have. So, as I told you, only when you have that fear, I am person. Initially, when I started in 2001, I was not a person to lift up a phone. I was not even that comfortable speaking to anyone over phone. Okay, if somebody says hello there, that side, hearing that voice, I used to cut the line. But I was part of a lot of telecalling, thanks to all those telecalling sessions that we attended in fixing appointments. So, first thing is, your voice only has to reach that person. You don't know who that person is. So, the way you introduce yourself, you have a beautiful tool from where you are calling. You can tell your name with the brand that you are calling and you get an easy entry. I agree that when you say Kotak, it is saturated, people immediately cut the line or put the phone down, all that is there. But you do it in a way where your voice reaches the person with a proper modulation, then the person will give that one more few seconds to listen to you. And those are the precious seconds where you have to prove that you are different, you are unique. So that is actually, and you will be comfortable. Hello, good morning, sir. I'm Neha calling from Kotak. Sir, are you busy right now? Can I take 1 minute of your time? Are you driving, sir? Are you busy? Sorry if I'm troubling you. So that is the way. And even if you feel that that's why the customer gets annoyed, you can immediately nudge him to say that, sorry, sir, maybe I called you at the wrong time. I might call you sometime later, sir. I'll call you after 2 days, something like that. So that is the experience even today. For every call you are a new learner only.
सुपर ग्रेट मैम. तो मैम कहती हैं कि फर्स्ट इंट्रोडक्शन बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होता है. जब वो कॉल करते हैं तो सेल्फ इंट्रोडक्शन और ब्रांड का इंट्रोडक्शन बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. और पहले वो मैडम बहुत डरती थी कोई भी फोन कॉल से, उन्हें कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं था. बट वो धन्यवाद करना चाहती हैं टेलीकॉलिंग सेशंस का जो उन्होंने ट्रेनिंग में फिक्सिंग अपॉइंटमेंट्स का किया. तो उस स्क्रिप्ट को वो फॉलो करती थी कि हेलो सर, अभी आप ड्राइव कर रहे हैं, आप फ्री हैं, मैं आपसे बात कर सकती हूँ क्या, ऐसे पूछ के वो बात करती थी. तो एक कॉन्फिडेंस और वॉइस मॉड्यूलेशन और इंट्रोडक्शन बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट है कॉल करने के लिए. मूविंग ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन मैम. मैडम, you want to say result oriented activities. What kind of activities can we carry in this present situation? मैम, आप बोल रही थी कि रिजल्ट ओरिएंटेड एक्टिविटीज करती हैं. इस पैंडेमिक में ऐसी क्या एक्टिविटीज हम कर सकते हैं कि हम रिक्रूट कर सकते हैं प्रेजेंट सिचुएशन में?
Yes, during this pandemic, I think all of us have the exposure to buy data. See that there are so many fraudsters in the industry, but we have to buy the right kind of data. Get in touch with as many associations as possible, be it any community association or pensioners association of any bank or financial institution or anything, any government departments, whatever it is. If you get data of associations, you can call them, you can speak to them. So one is we are all working remote. We are all in our place, okay, sitting at home and work. So over phone, you can speak to, you can reach out to people. This is one activity. Telecalling is one activity. Collect the right kind of data and start calling people. That is one activity. And while calling, it is not good to explain everything over phone. No. Intention is to fix a event happening sometime, like a Zoom COP, which is happening in the closest dates, just 1 or 2 days later. So that way you can, while calling people, you can tell them about it, ask them to be part of it. Okay, as I told you, the curiosity quotient has to be added. So something people should get interested. Okay, something they're saying, let me attend and know what it is. Only that, you give them that feel. So one is calling from data. The next is, initially we used to, once we collect data, I remember we used to send invitations through courier. Through courier, we used to send the invitations, the wordings, the content of the invitations, we used to be very particular about the content that we select. And when that invitation reaches a person, after that you call them, ask them if the invite has reached them. So invitations is one. And you then tell them, we will be sharing you a Zoom ID and you will get lots of information. So be part of it. That way, you can do that way. So whatever it is, being at home, you can do a lot many things. Again, advertisements are there. Even now, people, be it in social media. Yes, all of us are there in social media for maintaining a friends circle. At least we are all in social media. So social media, anyone and everyone is into online business. People who are out of job, they've started some kind of online business. When you open the system, when you go into mails or whatever it is, you can see. When you browse, you can see a lot of reselling activities. Be it clothes reselling, jewels resellers. There are resellers for anything and everything. So why don't we sell our product? This is a life-saving product that we are selling. Think of our work as we are all sellers of a product. Our product is going to save that person. So think it that way. So it is now it is technology which comes to our support. So anything involving the technology in the right way and with the phone, that wonderful tool called mobile or a landline, whatever it is, that phone which is going to connect us with the world outside. So that way it is good. You can send mailers. When it comes to online activities, you can send mailers to people and then you can get in touch with them. So after mailers, next is anyway you have to speak to them over phone, get introduced to them, try to know about them, and then only comes now of late if branches are open. I don't know about the other parts and all. If in our location, if the branch is open, then definitely we can ask them to come down. But with all safety measures being practiced. I'm not advocating that people should walk into a branch. It's not that. But being safe at their place they can attend, or if they are willing, if everything goes well, then they can come. So that way we can do. I think.
Yeah, that's great, ma'am. So, ma'am कहती हैं कि data association के data through community data, pensioners data, bank retired data, government departments के data के through आप अपना अच्छा prospecting कर सकते हैं और आप इनविटेशन सेंड कर सकते हैं उनमें से उनको आप कॉल कर सकते हैं पर्सनली आपको कॉल करना चाहिए और उनको प्रोडक्ट के बारे में नहीं बताना चाहिए सिर्फ अपॉइंटमेंट फिक्सिंग करना चाहिए और करंट सिचुएशन में डिजिटल इनविटेशंस हम सेंड कर सकते हैं डिजिटली उनको हम इनवाइट कर सकते हैं और उनमें एक जिज्ञासा एक उत्सव मतलब उनमें क्रिएट करना चाहिए कि ये क्या है वो जानने की उनमें एक जिज्ञासा होनी चाहिए तभी वो हमारे इनविटेशन को स्वीकार कर हमसे मिलना पसंद करेंगे और हम जो भी सेल कर रहे हैं हम लाइफ सेविंग प्रोडक्ट कस्टमर को सेल कर रहे हैं उनकी जिंदगी के लिए हम कुछ अच्छा कर रहे हैं तो बहुत गर्व के साथ हमें हमारा प्रेजेंटेशन रखना चाहिए Moving on to the next question, very interesting question, ma'am, and a very personal question. If you are okay with it, you can answer.
Tell me.
What is your average earnings per month? Please share if you'd like to. आपका monthly income कितना है?
That's an open secret. Did I get you? Sorry, you finish your question.
Okay, so that is the question, ma'am. What is your average earnings per month?
Yeah, so even during this pandemic, no, whatever was told earlier, whatever was announced earlier, no, it is on the higher side, and I should thank the Almighty, thank ERSR, thank the management for having given this role, even though I had put in all the efforts, but still, because my highest I touched up to very high levels of 9 lakh in a month, and currently it is around 3 lakhs in a month during the pandemic.
Wow, that's wonderful, मैम. तो मैडम का इनकम जो एवरेज रहता है वो 3 लाख है इस पैंडेमिक में, और सबसे हायर स्लैब उन्होंने जब टच किया था वो था 9 लाख रुपीज इन अ मंथ. सो दैट्स वेरी इंस्पायरिंग, मैम. Moving on to the last question of the day, ma'am. Some customer say that it is a private life insurance company. How do you compare with LIC and this objection of private life insurance company?
Yes, very interesting, but I'm surprised that whoever has asked this, I am a person who had faced this question in the year 2001. In the year 2001, and even in 2020, we are still asking the same question. See, when you talk to a customer, when you meet a customer, there will be two reasons for the person to say, compare our product with LIC. First thing is, maybe the person doesn't have enough of we might be in a financial crisis. He doesn't want to tell that. Frankly speaking, this has happened so many times. So no, it is a nice professional way of escaping. So they say no. I normally go only with the government sector. So private or public, private or government. See, you have to collect enough of information about how safe their money is here. What happens when the premium gets paid? What percentage of the premium gets deposited into GSEC, into government securities, and how money is safe in an insurance rather than when it is into some other investments. And when it comes to any brand, including LIC, we have that government authority called IRDA, who's there, like they actually watch what everyone does. Now, so it is like nobody can do things as per their whims and fancies. It is not that. So first thing is, you must know how safe is the customer's money. If you are very strong in talking about these points, let customers say, okay, maybe they don't have enough of money, they say that. Secondly, they might not be open. Even if you are saying, they will not listen to you. We can't do anything with such customers, no? Like they will not listen to you. But our work will be to first educate this person, whether that person is going to become our customer or not. Create awareness in that person that all brands are the same and everyone functions, they follow the same rules in this industry to still stay in this industry. So there is no difference in it, and the money is safe. Your money is, in fact, we have better plans than our big brother LIC. With due respect to the brand, we have better plans to meet out the commitments of people, and we are more technology support. We have more of technology support. The way we support customers, all that is different. And earlier in 2001, we were taught to say, all foreign concepts are now in India. People with Alico, people who are in UAE and all, they know about certain brands. So about Zurich, when you speak, we used to say all those foreign concepts are now in India. Know about the riders, and it is not that they don't have. The way you talk to them, the way you pitch in a product, the way you understand the need of the customer and pitch in, definitely brand will not come as a roadblock at all. Your sale will easily happen. It has happened, and for me as a person, right from 2001, just imagine today at least people have awareness about so many brands are there, and there has been enough of performance. There are satisfied customers, experience after gaining experience with these brands. Today, if it is difficult, then how difficult it would have been in 2001. So from then on, I have come. So this is my experience. So when a person says, you patiently listen. Fine, sir. Tell me about the product that you know with LIC. Have you already invested? So good that you have taken an insurance plan. And can you tell me about your product? I will say 80% of people will not be able to tell about the product thoroughly. Okay, they will not know. No, money agent does now. How can somebody else plan for you, for your family? It is for yourself and for your family. How can somebody else plan? So normally, like I'm not saying that there are so many legends there with our LIC, but still, this is the usual experience you gain. You ask the customer what is the kind of product they have, and then you tell them the you find an equal product with us. Okay, and from IRDA, every brand takes an approval for their products from IRDA, and we have similar products. Every brand has similar products. We can match it with the product which the customer is taking there. Then go into the website, collect enough of information about that product, and then take a second sitting with the customer saying that this is the product that you are mentioning. This is the product that gives you all these benefits. Whereas I am giving you these benefits because this product, because these benefits which come out of this product are going to suit your needs. It is going to suit your needs. Make it in such a way that what you are saying as a well-wisher, it is for the benefit of the customer. Definitely, I feel that you can break this mind block about the brand name.
Oh, that's great. So मैम कह रही हैं कि जब कोई भी ऐसे कंपेयर कर रहा है कि ये LIC गवर्नमेंट है, ये कोटक प्राइवेट है, तो उसको हम इजीली ब्रेक कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि उनको नॉलेज हमें बढ़ाना चाहिए, उनका अवेयरनेस हमें बढ़ाना है कि सभी IRDA ही रेगुलेट करता है और कस्टमर का मनी कितना सेफ है हमारे पास और कहाँ पे इन्वेस्ट होता है। और जब कस्टमर जब खरीदने के मूड में नहीं रहता है तो वो इसका एक बहाना रहता है कि LIC ही बेस्ट है और प्राइवेट लाइफ इंश्योरेंस में उनको विश्वास नहीं है। ये सिर्फ एक बहाना है। तब हमें बैठ के उनको पॉलिसी आए या नहीं आए, बट उनको एजुकेट करना चाहिए, उनमें अवेयरनेस लानी चाहिए कि सब IRDA के नीचे आता है और कोटक में भी अच्छा सर्विस है और प्रोडक्ट्स LIC से भी बेटर प्रोडक्ट्स हमारे पास है और किसी भी कंपनी के साथ कंपेयर करेंगे तो हमारे प्रोडक्ट्स के एडवांटेजेस को हमें बताकर कन्विंस करना है और हम उनको बता सकते हैं। आप वेबसाइट में जाकर भी देख सकते हैं हमारे क्रेडेंशियल्स को और ट्रस्टवर्दीनेस को, और उनके साथ हम सेकंड सिटिंग रखकर भी उनके साथ हम बात कर सकते हैं। तो हमारे सर्विसेज, हमारा प्रोडक्ट, IRDA, हमारा क्रेडिट वर्दीनेस और हमारे क्रेडेंशियल्स और हमारे स्ट्रॉन्ग ब्रांड को हम पिच कर सकते हैं। एंड मैम, वन मोर सरप्राइज क्वेश्चन टू यू फ्रॉम अ वेरी famous person, a very top CAP of the country, and he has a very great question to and Thanksgiving he wants to give you, and that is from our great CAP, Mr. Tyagarajan sir. He wants to say, ma'am, I'm very much proud to be in Meena madam team. Even today I'm getting support on recruitment and sales calls that whenever required she comes. She's a real example of a mother partner. This is awesome, ma'am, coming from your team member who himself is a top partner of Kotak. What is that you have to say, ma'am?
I'm grateful to him. This is really a surprise. Thank you, sir. Tyagarajan sir, I am so much grateful to you for having understood me. How many people would have been ready to be in a team led by a lady? So you are a wonderful person, and it is a godsend for me. I consider this association very important in my life, and it should be always evergreen. This complete understanding that you have, because it is your nature. I have understood about you, about your family, all that. About Sukumari madam, I should mention here. So as a family, I know you, and from the day one and till the days to come in future, this will always go on. And I feel I always have that responsibility of giving you more of my service. If I'm good at telecalling, then I should definitely do it for you, definitely do it for my team. So whatever, I was about to give a Thanksgiving, where very big thank you to Mr. Tyagarajan for giving the crores and crores of business words which are counted for my recognition. Thank you, sir, wholeheartedly. And thank you to all the team members, Balu sir, and everyone. Sorry, friends, like when you are on air, like you don't get the names to your mind, but no, like I have all those faces of my partners and the partners who are here with me in my DPO. Everyone wholehearted thanks, and it is like I would like to thank all my managers, who were supportive, and even the operations team, starting from Mr. Sriram and Mr. Angaraj and Mr. Guru. It has been everyone's support. Now, I have got the privilege of being called as the first CAP partner, and I am the first partner of the channel. And this is a great privilege that getting acknowledged by one of the team member, and who himself is a great personality. I wish Tyagarajan sir to top the charts and be a top performer for this pandemic year. I will want you to win all the create new records and win in many trophies, sir. And success always be yours. And I will want you to be more victorious. Thank you so much. I am honored by your question and by your support. Thank you.
ग्रेट मैम. सो मैडम के एक टॉप पार्टनर है, वो भी कंट्री के एक टॉप पार्टनर है, मिस्टर त्यागराजन सर. सो सर ने मैडम के लिए एक मैसेज भेजा है कि वो बहुत खुश हैं कि वो उनकी मदर पार्टनर है, और अभी भी उनके बहुत सारे रिक्रूटमेंट कॉल्स और सेल्स कॉल्स में एज अ मदर पार्टनर मीना मैडम उनकी सहायता करते हैं. तो वो उनकी थैंक्स गिविंग का एक मैसेज था जो मैडम ने बहुत ही ओवरवेल्म होके उसे लिया, और मैडम खुद कहते हैं कि वो बहुत खुश हैं कि त्यागराजन सर ने ये एक थैंक्स गिविंग मैसेज दिया है, और उन्होंने उनको बहुत त्यागराजन सर ने भी बहुत बिजनेस करके उनको भी बहुत सपोर्ट किया है एक टीम की तरह. और मैडम एक फर्स्ट पार्टनर थी हमारे एपीसी चैनल में, ये एक बहुत गर्व की बात है. और उनके नीचे ही त्यागराजन सर हैं, तो ये त्यागराजन सर की भी मदर पार्टनर हैं. तो हम त्यागराजन सर का भी हम सेशन सुन चुके हैं पिछले महीने. तो ये बहुत गर्व की बात है कि बड़े पार्टनर्स भी मैडम पर को एक रोल मॉडल समझते हैं, और मैडम अपना थैंक्स गिविंग बहुत सारे लोगों को देना चाहती है, अपना धन्यवाद. वो ऑपरेशंस टीम में बहुत लोगों को धन्यवाद करती हैं, ट्रेनिंग टीम को धन्यवाद करती हैं, सेल्स टीम को धन्यवाद करती हैं, बहुत सारे ये हमारे सपोर्ट सिस्टम को भी बहुत धन्यवाद करते हैं, और अपनी तरफ से वो पूरी तरह से बहुत ही आभारी हैं कि ये इतने अच्छे टीम की एक मेंबर हैं. सो दैट्स ऑल फ्रॉम मीना मैडम. अभी मीना मैडम का हमने सेशन सुना, उसके लिए हम बहुत शुक्रगुजार हैं कि आज हमें उनकी सक्सेस स्टोरी सुन सकते हैं. तो थैंक यू सो मच मैडम. इट वाज सो नाइस हैविंग यू हियर एंड हियरिंग योर ग्रेट इंस्पिरेशनल success story. May you go many more places, and may you inspire many more people, ma'am. Wishing you all the best, ma'am. Thank you so much having you here.
Ma'am, just hold on. We have Biren on air. Biren, if you can come.
Yes, yes,
one line, sir. One line. I would like to add one line here. I have been blessed with the best of best people with me, my team members from APC, from the DPO. And it has been a wonderful journey, and I hope this blessing will still continue. And God has been very kind, and thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you is a very small word, but I couldn't find any other better word for my team. And if at all this opportunity has been given to me, all this is because of my team members, my advisors, and my partners who have given the contribution to take me to those heights. My wholehearted thanks to one and all my advisors and partners and my managers for bringing me here, making me stand here. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Meena madam. It was an inspiration, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to be inspired with this kind of a session. And one final thing from your side, madam, we enjoyed being part of the listeners. What happened to you? How did you feel when you were telling the entire APC how to be a successful CAP?
I cannot find words. I'm tongue-tied actually, and very much elated. a wonderful opportunity to address the whole pan-India APC, all advisors and partners. That's why I said I think I will get into the field the moment after the session and do my MDRT myself. After 10 years, I think I can do my MDRT myself, and I would welcome all, request all to be part of this MDRT, and let us all give a big name to MDRT. What I should be giving back to APC is what is now going on in my mind. Rather than me getting more and more of recognition, I have been rewarded well for all the efforts that I have put in. I've been showered with lots of blessings, and I hope everything will continue. So you can expect my MDRT.
We don't expect, we know it will happen.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you everybody. Thank you Amuda for being on the call and being a wonderful host. Meena madam, thank you once more. Thank you Subhashish. Now we close the session. Thank you everybody.
Thanks, Biren. All the best, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Amuda ma'am.